audio is good. Can you guys make some noise so I can make sure?
What's up,
Hello.
everybody?
Making some
Make
noise
some
for
noise.
you.
We out here doing things.
Thanks, guys. Awesome. Done.
Not awkward at all.
perfectly.
Thanks, Joe. Really appreciate the input.
Champions. That was great.
The best.
We
Uh,
missed you,
Yeah,
Joe.
Yep.
all right, guys, we're back. Welcome, Wanderers to Ruckins of the Realms. This is Darkness Arc, and this is our Darkness crew. We are back again. Sorry about missing last week. That was my bad. But we're back again. Before we get started, I want to say thank you again to all the people who helped us out throughout the month of June. One, if you look to the bottom right down here, bottom corner here, this crew and all the others I've had came in very useful earlier today. Advantages, disadvantages to give me critical rolls. TM. And Nat 1's turning into Nat 20s, which was very helpful last session here in earlier today, and I think it also helped last session with you guys as well a couple times.
It 100% did.
So thank you guys for all of that. Thank you for the support. Some quick announcements before we get into this. One, this Tuesday will be our first episode going live for the Records of the Realms podcast, which will be session 1 of Darkness Arc. Tell your friends, tell your people who have long drives, give them some stuff to do. Even cutting down time on our things, it's like 2+ hours. Like we don't go short. So if people need some things to fill their time, that is a great thing to use. We don't have a podcast thing set up yet. That would be a real smart idea that we should work on. Thank you, Journey, for the recommendation right there. Message Mel or Kareen and tell them to get on that, please. Anyways, we're going to do a quick round of intros, do a recap, and then we're going to back up a little bit for some fun with Malkith, and then we're going to go back forward to the next. Everyone gets a little side adventure for when they miss their session. Sorry, buddy. And then we're going to go back forward to you guys just defeating / trying to clean up the place that you wrecked. So for a quick round of intros, hi, I'm Vinny or Vander from Vander.vision. I do cosplay photography and videography, and I make a lot of TTRPG content when I can. Tech, it's up to you.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I know last time I decided to do the whole same thing, the whole catchphrase thing. So stay motivated, stay dedicated. What's up, everybody? So I do a little bit of everything from 3D animation to voice acting to 2D animation. So if you want to see anything around that area, along with some storytelling, you can catch me on any of my social medias at TechFrost.
Toss it up to Lark.
Hi, I'm Lark. I play Kelliat, the Drunken Fist Monk. You can find me on most social media as Exalted Lark. And as per usual, I'm just happy to be here.
All right, Jay, up to you.
Everyone, it is Jay. My pronouns are they, them. I am here tonight as your friendly neighborhood Firbolg Nymtheria, who goes by she, they pronouns. Very excited to be back after a week off. So we'll see what shenanigans are going on tonight. You can find me on Instagram at JTheGayCosplays. I do a lot of cosplay from Critical Role, and I'm branching out into other fandoms as well. So stay tuned for that. And if anything, welcome back and happy to be here.
All right, over to, I was about to say Phelan, which is not the right name. Jocelyn.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn. I use they, she pronouns. I am playing the Gloomstalker Ranger Star Elf Phelan, who uses they, them pronouns. You can find me on TikTok and Twitch at the Tipsy Tiger. I run my own homebrew world called Romithra, based on fairy tales and folktales, and we're actually gearing up for our Hot Romithra Summer Good Society Players game that is going to be running for 3 Fridays in next month and features a couple of lovely people from this group. So super excited about that. And I feel like whenever I want to say happy to be here, it just reminds me of last time when we all said happy to be here, and Vinny said it sounded like we were all being held hostage. So I'm happy to be here.
Blank if you're being held hostage.
Down to Joe.
All right. What's up, geeks? I'm Joe from New Age Geeks. You can find me everywhere at New Age Geeks for the our channel, and New Age Cosplay for my personal thing where I do some cosplay stuff. Now that I'm all settled, that's going to start getting updated soon. Besides that, I play Malkith, the Fire Ganassi Grave Cleric. And this week you can catch me at Gen Con, where we're doing a bunch of stuff. If you see me, come say hi. Love you guys.
And Zella.
Hello, sunshines. It is Zella. My pronouns are she, her. I'm going to be playing Nymtheria Tenderfoot. Tonight, your favorite warlock. Let's see. You guys already know I'm on Twitch. I'm there, Wednesday through Sunday. Recently we just had our a charity stream over on Slayer Case's channel. We almost raised $3,000 for Nashville Launchpad. Super fun. If you guys still want to buy a shirt, we're going to be selling those until August 4th. But other than that, I am super excited to see what's going on with everybody in tonight's session.
Hell yeah. So, because it's so great that I don't have to do it, Jocelyn, do you mind doing the recap for us, please?
Yeah, apparently I am just the recap MB, which I will take on. So last time, Malkith slunk off to who knows where. We'll find that out later. And we started actually finding out where our dear Aranea was. Aranea was retrieved by the Minotaur follower of Lolth. You named him DiGiorno, didn't you? His name is DiGiorno. And DiGiorno ended up taking Aranea to a group of people who kept calling themselves a book club. They all have different books, including a bunch of books that we titled and gave to Aranea, which include but are not limited to an Atlas of Vagari, 25 Shades of Purple, and Chicken Soup for the Soul, Vagari. It ended up that you all were reading specifically in front of the portcullis of the castle, and all of a sudden there was this noise about someone who had just robbed something, and on cue, when DiGiorno said step back, you all stepped back and let the person through, and when DiGiorno told everyone to go back, you all stepped forward and blocked the guards, thus allowing them to get away. Aranea, not really knowing what the hell just happened, decided to go back to the party, where everyone was getting turned. A few notable things. Nymtheria set Phelan down, and Phelan was invited to dance by Leon, actually doing a very good job of it. Kelliat decided to throw it back with Ruff, learning the bird dance. And Balmor actually continued to have a lovely time with Kalissa, Kelliat's sister, which Kelliat was understandably not very happy with. Leon ended up saying that he had a quest for us, and we all, being intoxicated, recommended that he meet us at Malor's Folly the next day. We all went to Malor's Folly, got ourselves a long rest. Some of us woke up with an owlbear chewing on our hair. And it turned out Nymtheria, in classic druid fashion, got to talk to the animals. My favorite moment being that the owlbear's name is the sound of scritching claws. That is their name. And it turned out that Tabitha, in classic Tabitha fashion, had just left us in the bar by ourselves after giving us some coffee and tea. She was just like, here's some coffee and tea. I'm gonna peace out. When she did that, there was an awfully ugly gargoyle statue that clearly Tabitha had not been very kind to, given that it was a gift from Perry, who appears to be her rival. But the gargoyle came to life and started specifically attacking the pet owlbear, the pet, it was a hawk, red hawk, and the pet land shark Bouliette, which meant we got into battle. We began to berate the gargoyle for being cringe, because it's super cringe to try to kill domestic pets. We managed to get the owlbear and the hawk downstairs, but the Bouliette was determined to win this battle, which meant we all started putting ourselves in the way. Phelan, aka me, being the incredibly intelligent player that I am, decided, you know this grease arrowhead that was given to me by Haver? I'm gonna use it. It turned out the gargoyle was immune to being prone, so all it did was make life more complicated for my party as 20 feet of oil spread across the floor. But with a mix of various attacks, including Nymtheria using inflict wounds, Balmor and Ruff using a mixture of magic and fighting, Kelliat punching the ever-loving shit out of the gargoyle, and an Eldritch Blast arrow combo from Phelan and Aranea, we managed to crumble it into dust. However, Malor's Folly is a mess, so we decided to get going cleaning it up. we would have done a great job with it if Aranea hadn't decided to cast Gust and spread the oil to other parts of the room. Balmor went to keep watch and tried to prevent Tabitha from coming in too soon. Saw a very scary side of the axolotl creature that day, the Glassoma, who suddenly turned a very sickly gray color and the ribs became very visible and pointed. And Balmor now will be haunted by that in his dreams. But Leon was with her, and Leon said that, as luck would have it, the people that he wants us to work with are in fact upstairs at Malish Folly. And it turned out Tabitha actually didn't give a shit about the mess as long as all of her pets were alive, which they were. Did I miss anything?
Felt pretty solid to me. And that's where we are now. Except not really. We're going to take a quick skip and a hop backwards to the evening before, as people were continuing to getting up to drunken escapades all around, which was good because y'all had some bad team bonding, and then you probably needed the good team bonding right afterwards. Malkith, at some point during the evening, we're just going to force it into existence for this one situation. At some point, you find yourself just not surrounded by people. There's still people around, kind of similar to before, where it was just you with Valen and the making out couple, but you just have a moment where there's just like a fresh breath air around you. What is it that you're doing when that happens? What brings you away from people for a few moments to just like catch your breath or catch some quiet?
It's just being around people is overwhelming. So just getting outside and being able to stretch my arms for a little bit after the insanity of the day.
Fair. Not long after, you hear a voice that you heard earlier today. Elaine's approaching as she says, "Hey, think I need to talk to you."
About?
My husband?
What about?
Yeah, that's a great question. What about? She starts looking around the corners, seeing where people are, and once she gets out of line of sight, she puts her hand on her dress, and the whole outfit turns into a full suit of armor. And then she just keeps walking towards you. Yeah, it's gonna be a real specific conversation. I'm sure you'll get the punchline.
Balls.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
The
Waifu? Sorry.
Punchline. Ha ha ha.
I have
Punchline.
no
What
spells.
about you're about to be clothesline?
Yeah, that's why when you got just a hit long rest on me.
I got no
I'm
spells.
so sorry, Joe.
Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Look, here comes a consequence,
Bob and weave.
consequences. I'm just chasing you right now.
How close am I to getting back inside?
Not far. It's really not that far.
I'm just gonna slowly start walking back towards the door. I'm not really quite sure what you mean. I feel like we had a great conversation.
Look, he has marks on him that I didn't put there myself, which means either he's cheating on me or
I think
someone
that's
did
it.
some fucked up
No,
shit.
Definitely
So-
the first one. Option
first
one
one?
is definitely the one.
Really?
Mm.
You watch as she does the Henry Cavill double arm pump, and you watch the gauntlet extend and small blades come to the front of them both. Say that to me one more time. Tell me he's cheating on me one more time.
It sounds like he's cheating on you.
Okay. This is a warning. If anything happens to him again and I don't know about it, as in I'm not cued into it beforehand, these are going up places they shouldn't be.
So you want me to tell you next time I'm prepared to torture him?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. All right. I feel like that's fair. Who are you, by the way?
Elaine,
Elaine.
I'm a bitch who loves a challenge. Please give it to me.
All right. Give me a night's sleep.
They unload, and she turns back around with a huff towards the party, and the outfit changes back into the dress. That's all. Short and sweet. He did tell his wife.
Damn.
His wife wasn't happy.
Damn.
I'm stealing your wife.
I think
For
we
the
all
whole
want to
time.
steal. We all want to steal your wife.
We're all on the-
I play one thing very
That-
well.
no,
and
she's
it's,
my wife.
it's very protective. Significant
Hot.
others. I found that I play them very well from my years of having to play them for people who want adorable hubbies, and that's fine. It's just typecasts me a little bit.
Duly noted.
Cool. We revert back forward. Malkith, you can be either somewhere in the building while these guys got the rumble on and maybe you just weren't awake, or you could have went home and then come back afterwards. I'll let you decide in this moment how you want to rejoin the crew as they are at Malor's Folly.
I'll just kind of walk in the front door at this point. Oh, hey, did I miss anything? I feel like you guys didn't tell me you were coming out somewhere.
We didn't know where you went last night. You good?
Oh, I'm fine. Just a little
Okay.
light threatening. That's fine.
You want to elaborate on that, or?
Some buff lady came out with me blades. I'm sure you'll meet her later. She's a doll.
Oh,
Okay.
Alright.
Did she give you a name or anything like that? Or kind of just, she was like, hey, I'm here to tussle you in the dark because scary.
It went kind of like that. I think she said a name, but I forgot what it was.
You forgot what it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
You forgot the name of a lady with knives trying
They
to kill
came
you?
out of her hands too. They were impressive.
I'm sorry.
That's hot.
You forgot the name of a scary lady with knives for hands.
Yeah.
All right, that's your prerogative, I guess.
Yeah.
Naya
I feel like
is
that
still
would
at
not
the
be something I
bar.
forgot.
So Naya's just making another cup of tea now.
So much tea.
Nim's
So much.
come join you for some tea.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think I sat down as well, so we're all just sitting there like.
I just start pulling cups for everybody.
Oh, I
Some
forgot
men.
that. Also, one thing that happened is Nim, Aranea, and Phelan watched as Kelliat and Balmor had a very serious talk about Balmor making moves on Kalissa.
I was gonna ask. That's what I was gonna ask the name. I was gonna be like, hey, name start with a K by chance?
I think Talissa have knives come out of her hands, though. Unless she's learned something new.
Kalissa was with you last night.
She might have learned something new.
Was Kalissa the name?
No, it was
It's
a
the
lane.
dance. The dance is the
Lane.
new thing.
Oh, okay. You guys see it? I already forgot. In real
I
life,
was about to say,
forgot.
did Mal forget or did Joe forget? I
Joe forgot. Joe forgot.
They can be both. Both can be true at the same time.
I love how you dropped the accent immediate. Joe forgot. Joe forgot.
Was
No
me.
more accent.
Perfect.
So valid. Anyway.
Sorry, guys. Brain damage.
It's all good.
All good.
Tabitha's just cleaning
Understood.
up, being like, "Oh, this isn't that bad, guys. Could have been a lot worse."
I guess we just didn't want you to come in and assume the worst, because I kind of gesture at the animals that are still like fine. We didn't want you to come in and think that, oh no, but Perry definitely wanted your pets very dead.
Yeah, she has some issues with me, which is fine. I have issues with her. It's kind of fair. But yeah, everyone looks fine to me. This guy
Also-
got a little roughed up, but he's also an idiot, and is just like petting the bulliet.
Did you know Nim is getting like a little bit excited now because like Tabitha is like calm down and Nim goes up. Did you know that the owl bear, that his name, I mean, he doesn't really have a name. It's more like a sound of like what he was named after, and he was kind of like, he told me it was like so if you want to call him something by his name, it's it's like the sound of claws scratching something.
Puts like a webbed hand on the table and then just kind of like, and it sounds like rubber running over wood, not like scratching. It's like, not quite the same, but like hopefully he'll get the point. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good to know. Good to know. All right, you guys relax. You obviously did enough work. Looks at like the remnants of the statue and whatever else is on the ground at this point. I got this. I kind of
Probably a little leftover oil.
Yeah, I'm sure there's oil somewhere. It's not exactly the easiest thing to clean up. If we just set it on fire, we'd figure out where it is real quick.
I could just get rid of it for you. I don't. Why would you do this?
Mal, please don't. Mal, maybe we can leave.
Anyways, yeah.
And that's how the party died.
Da-da-da.
Rock dies.
Eventually there's like a knock on the door, and by on the door I mean the staircase, as Leon comes back downstairs and is like looking around the room, being like, some fun stuff happening here. No, it's all right. You can come down. Yeesh. I'm gonna push some tables together, and Leon just begins like putting together some tables as you watch an older, like fairly elder-esque. There's wisps of white. Sun elf, like a bronze skin with like a light glow to it. Elf, male with a lot of little. I want to say doohickeys, because even though that's not the fancy word for it, it's the correct word for it. A lot of little gadgets and devices that are just kind of like attached to like some like sashes across his body, wearing a couple layered spectacles that like can pull back to just be normal for eyes, and then other ones for like enhanced vision or looking around. Yes. Hi. I hear that you guys might be taking on our. Sorry, I'm Jesper. And holds out a hand to shake.
Kelliat will go up and shake his hand and be like, "Hey, bud, so you're the guy we're helping?"
If it's possible, I mean, if you guys can't do it, hopefully Leon would still be able to, but more help in the wilds of the Underdark is preferred, when possible.
Can you tell us exactly what it is we're going to be doing out there?
Sure. Just 1 second. And after a few moments, a small boy, about in elven years, like a teenager, mid-range teenager, maybe a little older, comes down. Still, obviously, at least part sun elf, but there's also something else that makes the ancestry look mixed of some sort. Not 100% sure where. The eyes definitely read a little different, but the hair is not the wizened gray. It is closer to like a white. And this smaller kid who you guys saw before, or a few of you saw before, being taken out of the chipmunk's mouth, the mechanical chipmunk's mouth. What a sentence. Gives
Taken out of the chipmunk's mouth.
yeah.
Yes.
Waves hi. Hi, I'm Nazir.
Oh, I remember you. How are you feeling?
Good. It's not then, so good. I didn't like then a lot.
Blame
Yeah,
you.
no, them sucked.
Yeah.
Now's better.
Now's way better. And just like nods in agreement. Yeah. So hi. Here, and just like goes and like finds a seat at the table that Leon's just again slowly pushing some together. And he's like, all right, if you guys want to join, Tabitha, can I get a round of drinks, food, whatever they want for this, since it's kind of my meeting for this? And Tabitha begins cooking up a small spread, even though a few of you already ate, but Malkith, who knows, has not. And, you all worked
I
a bit.
can always eat more.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
I have a huge appetite, so just whatever you got.
Already
I'm also
hungry.
at 20 HP, so
Sitting in the chair, a la bisexuals who cannot sit in chairs. Just like
All of us are that way. We're just like, always.
Everyone sitting with one leg extended in an odd direction. So I'm, to get down to business, Jesper begins talking and says, I'm an astrologian. I study stars and celestial events, and one of the two are happening kind of at the same time, and can't really see either one down here. It's a little difficult, but the Underdark is great for its unique features that actually enhance some celestial events in some ways. There is a comet that is passing by directly over the path of the sun, and for a very brief moment will cause a momentary eclipse to happen. The material of the comet is interesting, so it makes a unique effect happen above ground, which is hard to see down here, but there's a couple settlements that because of their setup, will make interesting, unique, even compared to that event happen, where interesting effects will happen, and I just want to experience them at least once. They're both happening at the same time, so I'm not gonna get to do both, but if I could at least do one, that would be great. And
The resident star elf looks very excited about this.
star stuff.
Stars! Did you say stars? Oh my god.
Stars upon stars.
Stars, that's my personality. Perfect.
Okay. Not my personality, it's my aesthetic.
Yeah, I know. But one of the issues is, and then Leon picks up and says, so there's the blockades that have happened because, the wildlife went rabid for a while. The mechanical wildlife went rabid for a while. So one of the things we need to do is sneak out, and then we need to also sneak to the other settlement without dying from giant mechanical creatures and also anybody else in between, or anything else in between. And I like my capabilities a little bit, but I don't trust such a long trek to just me handling all of it. They are good with mechanical stuff. They can fix up their fauna forged, but I could use some people who can, gestures at the semi-mess still on the ground, who can take care of business.
It sounds good to me. What does everyone else think?
So
So
does that mean we have to go camping?
spending time outdoors, I'm pretty good at that. So question.
Sorry,
So
Kelliat, did you want to go glamping?
we
Is
don't,
that
we
what
don't
you wanted to
mean-
we
do?
don't do glamping. There's no
Glamping would be pretty sick. Listen, I'm a city kid. I don't know anything about the outdoors.
I feel
Well,
like
yeah.
sorry, Nim, what were you saying?
I was saying you have a bunch of people here who can definitely help show you the ropes to being outside in the sun. Well, sunshine, quote unquote.
Yeah, I've spent quite a bit of time outdoors, so I feel pretty comfortable with that. But yeah, you will probably have to sleep on the ground, Kelliat.
It's not that bad.
I mean, that's not the worst, but okay.
Just imagine
like-
it as after your parties when you crash on the floor of the room, or if you are in jail, I guess.
I mean, even
Alright.
jail has a bed.
Very
Is
bad.
it really? I mean, I've never been to jail, so I don't know how comfortable it is.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not.
it depends on where they put you. Sometimes there's like a little mat, and then sometimes there's just you lay on the floor. But I mean, yeah, I guess that's fine. Is an animal gonna come eat me?
We're hoping not. That's the thing about having more people is some people stay awake and watch while the other ones sleep, and you keep the things from eating you.
You mentioned that okay, so I just want to get a little bit of better picture. You said, did the wild megafauna forge, did they go rabid because of shit that was happening in the sky? You think?
I
thought it was
don't-
because of the big bad thing that we
Big
fought
bad
and
thing.
lost.
It was whatever happened to one of the central cities down here. Supposedly that made the dragon thing go wild, and then a lot of the other things, which were already wild to begin with, like normal wild creatures, turned some of them rabid. That is the phrase currently being used, at least. So there's always a chance of being attacked, but for the most part, even beforehand, before this, it's having a party was helpful to trek through stuff, because if you piss off 4 bear megafauna forged, you want some people that can help or can run away. Like, they could still hurt you.
Are we trying to figure out more information of what exactly happened?
Well, we're just trying to get him to his town so he can watch his fun star thing. That's basically what we're
that
doing.
too.
Yeah,
Without dying.
I don't have a lot of interest in that stuff. I just wanted to see and get to one of these cities for the
What's
events.
gonna happen?
Well, that depends. You watch me get really excited. So that depends on which one we end up going to. There is the town known as Inkholm, where a lot of the ink and some of the charcoal and coal and a few other things are made related to writing. So if you like magical stuff, that's a fun place to go. They have a dome, a celestial crystal dome that reflects the heavens. And I'm curious to see what kind of events might happen because of that there. So like it shows a bit of the sun when it is daytime. It shows all of the stars and moon when it is nighttime. And I'm very curious to see what's going to happen there when this overtakes. It'd be wonderful. The other place is known as Dropstone Town, which is just webs. It's just full of webs all over the place. They celebrate the power of Lolth there. They're very, very spider themed people. And they have a fun rail systems, but also the entire cavern walls are covered in curtains of basically indestructible webs that when this event happened, it's supposed to reflect down and also create a very unique, almost like an aurora borealis experience around you. So either one has me kind of thrilled, honestly. Also, the towns
this
are very fun.
Aurora Borealis sounds like a fun party.
Sounds like a very, very fun party.
Do you think it might be useful for you too, Aranea?
Naya is just taking like the biggest gulp of her drink. It's complicated. She's just like, internally, Naya does not want to go to Dropstone, but
Are you like not afraid of spiders or something? Because we totally don't have to go if you're afraid of spiders.
Naya just kind of shakes her head. It is not that. I don't know if you know who my patron is exactly.
You've offhandedly mentioned it way back before we both were in the Underdark.
It is Lolth, and it's a very complicated story that I don't exactly have all of my memories for, but we would probably be safer there, but it would not be such a fun trip for me.
That's okay. We could just do the other one.
Yeah.
I get messy X situations. That's fine.
Dropstone has a nice hot spring.
Oh, a hot spring.
What has a nice hot spring?
Not Dropstone. Inkholm, the other one.
Oh,
The other one.
I mean, I haven't been to a hot spring since I was back home.
We should do Inkholm, honestly, especially if Naya, if you're not ready to confront any of that stuff, which is extremely understandable. Might be nice to have a break.
Naya just kind of looks at Nim. Trust me, if Lolth wanted my attention, she would have it. That's yeah.
Also understandable. Very much so.
Balmor, Ruff, do you have an opinion about either of these places?
We're escorting him to see pretty lights. Sure. I don't know what to
warrant
say.
out for your arrest anywhere that we should avoid?
Out of the two of us, warrant out for arrest?
Listen, like I said, I don't travel much, so the only warrants I have are here.
I mean, at least there's some comfort in knowing that you only are wanted here.
That's not true.
How about you, Mal? What do you think?
I'll just walk over and like with my own drink, bring a drink over to Balmor and just like hand him a drink. I don't really give a shit. We'll just whatever, as long as we can just keep moving.
Yep, Balmor's just gonna give a nod. I'm with him.
All right, Inkholm it is.
Fantastic. The other thing, and for those of you who still have the player gazetteer somewhere, you can see the actual map, but I'm not going to whip it out right now for the amount of space the thing takes up on screen. So
I like how Joe and I are having the same thought right now.
Calm down. Calm down, you two.
How much screen space does it take up?
Vinny, inquiring minds want to know when you whip it out.
Hey, yo.
From the Cetopolis, there is a network of tunnels that go all over that bring the streams of purified water down to the rest of the Underdark. And showing you guys a map, Jesper kind of just points a route from here to a city called Plunge. That would be the way I would recommend going, just because from what we've heard about the other direction, and then shows a route going to a town or a city called was called the Elder Dominion, which is now crossed out and called Nair Honor. So this is supposedly the place where that dragon and stuff came from. So I would suggest we avoid it, but if you guys are confident, we could take that route. But the other route also leads us through a town where they fly on kites in the air, and also there's giant trees and really tasty food. So that one sounds more fun to me. But
You literally just gave us the options between death and cool fun time and great food. What are we supposed to pick?
I could wild shape and fly some of us. Like that, I can do that. Wait, no, can I fly yet? I don't think so.
No, I
No.
think you have to be pretty adept at that kind of thing. I don't know much about that.
it's
You
also
see Ruff in the corner jumping and flapping. Like,
you're doing great, buddy.
We
Do
love
your
you,
best.
Ruff.
It's also a multi-day trip, so I don't think you could fly any of us there. That would take a while.
Which of the paths would be shorter?
The
What would
one
take less
to
time?
Plunge and then down to Inkholm is shorter. The path to now called Nair Honor is the longest for most civilizations to get to. It's just the farthest, and it's in the middle, and it's a little deep-seated.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, I don't think that would be very good to take the long way.
Great. So I was not told what you guys may charge. Was there a specific fee that your group has? One thing I will say is that in both of the locations, I do know people that I have communicated with. So in Inkholm, if you guys wished, I could get you guys a free pass to a time at the hot springs. But if, again, this is just me throwing both options out because Vinny designed both options, so I'm just going to share both of them. If we went to Dropstone Town, they have someone called the Dreamweaver there who makes outfits out of supposedly webbed dreams.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, I spent time designing a world,
right?
guys. I'm gonna talk about it. So
Hot
if we
springs close.
The drip.
if we went that way, I would be able to provide you guys with free merch. No, free outfits as well.
Free Dropstone merch.
Yes. So either
merch be
way,
dropping.
I can at least give that. I can also. I do have some money. I just didn't know how much to haggle with. He says, raising his fist.
Kelliat leans over to Leon and is like, "How much do adventurers charge for shit?"
Have you guys not done this before?
Would
No.
Naya know standard rates because she's guided people around the Underdark before?
Yes, you would understand what like a reasonable rate would be for.
I have the same look as Kelliat on my face of, I don't know what the fuck, I've never done this. I was by myself for 10 years. I don't understand.
Your time where you used to probably also bring people around was a little different too, because things are very worried when you go out. Before, when you did it, it was like, oh no, you might get hurt by a thing, but there's always the danger. Like, it's a safari, right? There's always a chance if you're stupid, you might get hurt by something.
We're all chaotic stupid.
Yeah, but now it's like a higher risk of danger. So before, where you probably to go one city down would charge someone probably like 30, maybe 40 gold. That price could be much increased because you're going to 2 cities and then you're also going in a more dangerous period. So you guys,
but then accounting for the hot springs, if we decide to go to the hot springs, we can subtract that cost. But I don't know how much.
it's
Renee, are you
Dropstone
changing your
town.
mind on Dropstone? Are we going
Are
to
you
Dropstone?
Are you willing to
changing-
go
Okay.
talk to Lulz for clothes?
Out of character to the party. Do we want clothes or do we want to go to a hot spring?
Related to the out of character thing real quick, I will let you know that I did design the couple of quests that exist, so you can explore every town by the end of this entire thing.
Okay,
So
okay.
You won't miss it unless you guys purposefully don't go that path a second time. Just so you know.
But free clothes.
I know. But the thing is, can you
Are they-
imagine how pissed off the artist is going to be if they have to draw us all new clothes like 7 sessions into this game?
Yeah.
Do
Poor
we-
Cindy. Cindy.
Do we
Be like
just
a cool
need to
later thing.
flip a coin and figure out which path we want to take?
Let's go to Income. And like we said we were gonna do, and then how much do the hot spring? I feel like we don't have to like obviously, but like we're negotiating costs, like the excitement of D&D with negotiating adventurers' fees.
Shopping episode.
Case really
What would a
wants you
fair
to get
fee be?
a rod of a pact keeper.
I don't even know. I think I know what that is, but I don't know what that
It's
is.
just very funny. I enjoy that.
You said 40-ish was the original rate?
For
Yeah.
And then
one
plus-
city, less dangerous. We're doing 2 cities, and it's more dangerous.
So
500 gold.
Yeah, like 100 gold.
500.
To split
500.
it.
But
But should we have something to split amongst us? Or is it just collective?
I was going to say like 200 something gold, 250 gold. But
You guys are fantastic negotiators.
I don't know.
Listen,
man.
I
look-
I'm a monk.
never said that I was good at this, Malkith.
Naya is gonna look to Jesper. Okay. How much gold are you actually bargaining with?
What's your budget?
Basically,
How much have you
basically.
allocated for your adventurers?
Roll a persuasion check to get an honest answer.
Oh,
Guidance.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm pretty good about just being like, yeah, guidance, whatever.
On the warlock. On the
In
warlock.
an actual stressful situation where people can see
It's,
you, maybe don't. But like,
21 and then whatever the guidance is.
well, you have to roll it. It's a 1d4.
Uh, 24.
24.
Wow.
Beguiling influence.
It's a very nice skill to have. I've brought almost all of my money for this. I really want to make it happen. I've never gotten to see this before. Besides what I'm leaving aside and gestures to Najir, I'm prepared to spend a lot of this. I won't lie. I'm not going to see this again in my life. I'm a very old elf, so I'm very excited to see this at least once. Besides about 500 gold for my son, I have 1,000 to set aside for this potentially.
Okay, well, if we started with 500 and then reduced it by however much the hot springs are, I
Why
think
are we
that would.
reducing anything? Don't reduce
Mal,
anything.
Mal,
Those aren't guarantees.
Mal.
He knows a person.
I do.
Look.
The hot springs would be on the house. I'm
Looks like he's an influencer.
I'm owed a couple favors. I've spread the name very well of their business.
I am just looking at you, Mal, with the most confused, like, what the fuck?
Naya looks back to Jesper. Okay, how about this? It will be 100 gold for each of us. because this is quite a journey and it is quite dangerous nowadays. Save the rest of your money, but 600 gold seems fair.
Counts the people. There's 7.
Not including Leon.
Well, there's
Or
also
Ruff.
technically 7 of us because
Balmor
of
and
Balmor and
Ruff.
Ruff.
Just kidding.
Guess technically. 8.
Yeah.
Redpawn, I meant 700.
700.
Yeah, Redcon 700. We got it. It's like that. Yeah, that would leave money left over, and I can put up money for whatever we do. So if there's a place to stay that we need during when we reach the plunge for a bit, don't mind covering stuff like that. Food. I prefer not to buy weapons. I'm also a pacifist, so that's super not helpful. I understand in a lot of areas, but
So you're okay if we fight things?
yeah, if it comes to, I'd prefer not to, but like that, I can't
if we
stop you
end
and would
up-
like to live. So it's.
If we end up with no choice, you are okay if we fight things.
I mean, you did see what happened when we were almost being put into cages. I very much would like that not to happen again.
Flashback to
Well-
me actually killing a man.
For a moment, he came back. He got better.
He got better.
I mean, this seems fair to me, I guess.
I feel like, Aranea, you just need to be in charge of all our negotiations.
So 700 gold, 100 for each of us, and then just
Paid up front? Is that a thing that we do? Or do we wait until it's done?
well, we can do half up front in case there is anything that anyone needs to get, and then half when we get Jesper there.
Are you alright with that, Jesper? If we each get 50 up front and then the remaining to be paid once it's done?
Yeah, especially because I mean, if you guys need to stock up on things, I'd rather you have the money anyways. Yeah, I could. That works. As long as that's fine with you. Are you like looks to Aranea? Are you leader of the handshake with you? Do we need a contract? I don't know how you normally do your business.
Naya just kind of shrugs. Usually it involves words. I don't really need to shake your hand. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could find you if you try to renege on our deal. And her there's like a very like subtle shift in her face. Like she still looks very polite, but like her eyes have kind of darkened a bit.
Damn.
Yes. No, but yes. And for sure. Yes, no, as long as we get there safely, you guys can have your money. That's all I care about.
As soon as he says that, you just see Ruff walk up behind, like to the side of him, and lean down towards his face, and just repeats back to him exactly in the same words that he just said in his voice, and gives a nod and stands up and walks back over to Balmor, and Balmor's like, "That's our contract. All right, we're ready when you are."
Fascinating. It's a good way to do it, I guess.
Ruff is our bookkeeper. Appreciate you.
Naya just looks over at Ruff and just nods her head with a thumbs up.
Balmor's like, no!
I hope I could be our bookkeeper. She can keep our contracts. That's fine.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a moment. Actually, I'm gonna go to Lumina. Lumina has my money, and goes like gets up and does like a weird like excited nerd run to go outside to the chipmunk fauna forge.
Naruto runs.
This very happy, nerdy old man.
Yeah.
I love it.
And just runs out. Anyone who looks at the window watches like the big chubby cheeks of the chipmunk expand, and he's like diving in there to go find some money. And Nazir just kind of goes, he's a nerd.
Is that your dad or your grandpa?
Dad.
I sometimes can't tell. I mean, even though I'm an elf, sometimes people don't know my age, and it can be confusing. But
yeah.
he seems awfully excited. Our star's not really your thing.
Oh no, I am excited for that. It's just that. And gestures just at his dad. No, I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, he feels the cringe.
Yes.
Little
There's
bit
an aura of
embarrassed.
cringe that is still inside this place that he feels.
That the gargoyle's corpse is still emanating.
But Nazir just gives like no, I'm excited to go there. It's an experience. Also, it's potentially dangerous, which isn't super fun. He's risking a lot for it, and I just hope it works.
Well, we'll do our best, which is pretty good.
Yeah, did you guys do this too? And like just gestures at the mess on the ground. It's still being cleaned up.
Yeah. We kicked a gargoyle's butt who was trying to kill innocent animals.
All right. I'm still on your guys' side. Awesome.
Yeah, it kind of wasn't our fault, and we just did our best.
Eventually, again, continuing the nerd run, comes back in. Jesper comes in and drops 5 platinum in front of each of you guys. Platinum's just easier to carry, so I figured just give you the big bills now.
This is the most money that Phelan has ever had in their life, and they're just like,
So each of us is getting a platinum?
5 platinum each.
5 platinum each?
Yeah, which is 50.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't think we ever worried about starting money, so I'm sure it is actually a very big. It feels big compared to what you guys had.
I had $5.
Yeah, I had 5 gold.
For just $2.
You guys have just been all living off of favors and good Samaritans.
Listen, I ate the food in the bakery. That was my food. I did a lot of odd jobs. You do what you can.
Super fair.
It's a gig economy down here in the Underdark.
Sure is. Tabitha brings out some food, which Jesper pays for. Like Leon goes to, and then Jesper's like, "Oh, it's fine. This counts. It's fine. It's all a business expense." He says with a smile. And you guys are good to eat. If you have questions for Leon, Jesper, or Nazir, you can ask them. After you guys have some time, we will give you guys a chance. We'll take our break, and then we'll give you guys time to restock on anything you guys decide you want to do. But if you have any questions for them, they're just going to be eating. Who has decent passive insight, out of curiosity?
I think
I have a 16.
What's 10 plus your
Insight
wisdom
skill? Yeah.
Got a 14 for Neo.
Yeah, I also have a 14.
So,
Wait, hold up. What was that again? What was passive insight again?
It's your insight score plus 10.
It's yeah.
I have a 16.
Phelan and
Yeah. I had 13.
12.
Okay.
Oh, so wait. So my insight is wisdom plus the.
What is your insight score?
Oh, plus 5.
Okay, so it's 15 in total.
Okay,
so,
thank you. Can't do that.
Nymtheria and Malkith, you two at the very least noticed that while Nazir very much gets the cringe energy from his father, it's just like when he does certain things, there is a loving relationship, and like they love each other and they like each other. Like, so it's not just like, yeah, he's my dad, but fuck. But no, they get along. They sit next to each other. Jesper is like, well, you got to eat some green food, and like you watch Nazir just be like, Dad,
Yeah.
we're in front of people. You can't tell me about what I need to eat right now. And it's just a back and forth energy that's just like Jesper's either very accidentally or very purposefully embarrassing his son as much as possible.
I think that watching that interaction makes Phelan feel really, really homesick. Because, my mothers are in a quarantine bubble of my making. So I think I'm going to sit next to Leon, and in an attempt to distract myself, I'm just going to say, so is this what you do all the time then? You take on missions like this?
Like middle of like also like watching them with a chuckle and like takes a sip and is like, normally depends where I am. Down here, I found the odd jobs get you around more. It's hard to travel down here comparatively. Like up top, you just walk and you can go places. Down here, it's way more difficult. So traveling with groups and people, I found it's being a liaison for this stuff has been a lot easier. Up top, I just kind of did my own things with some friends and family when I could, but down here is what more interesting, and I cause less problems.
Cause
Yeah.
less problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what problems do you cause
troublemaker?
up above? Yeah.
I angered a whole civilization of Goliaths because they thought I was trying to kill their chief, and then they locked me up and made it so I couldn't cast magic for like a month.
How'd you get out?
One of my best friends gathered a group of adventurers to come and free me.
Now my life sounds really boring compared to that. I studied in the woods for 10 years and lost track of time. That does not sound nearly as exciting.
No, but that sounds so much better. Like there's a wistfulness. He's like, ugh.
I am paying for it now. Poor Nea has had to help reteach me how to people.
She seems very good at it, and a very good negotiator too. I am glad
This is
I
why
let you
we're-
do the talking.
Yeah, this is why we, when you came to me and asked me if I was the leader, my first instinct was, no, absolutely not. I would be terrible at being a leader.
I've just seen the pose you strike when you fire arrows, and it seemed very front end of battle, like gung ho, forward energy individual. So,
It's one of the only things I'm good at.
I mean, it's a good thing to have a good quality, and I can think of a skill
Also-
that kind of multitasks good. You need to do work, bow and arrow. You need to get food, bow and arrow. You're bored and need to entertain yourself, bow and arrow. I mean, it's not bad.
Also, don't sell yourself short, Phelan. Like, well, Mama Nea might be the face of the group. You're still the heart of the group, and that's important.
I feel like Nim's more the heart of the group.
You just see Nim scarfing down whatever food Tabitha's put in front of them, just
Maybe
like a
the
complete.
stomach of the group?
Hey, I'm a Firbolg. I got a lot of
You gotta...
things I
yeah.
need to keep up
As you're
here.
trying to do that, is just like trying to get under and through the elbows as much as
Oh, I give some extra food. Here you go, buddy.
As Nim is piling food off of their plate, either to themselves or to Kelliat's just very slyly like taking food off his plate, just putting it onto their plate, just like. Anyways, so what are we actually like? What should we be like looking out for? Is there anything we should be like prepared for? Because I've never left Masset since I've been here. So, what do you need to like, other than big angry Megafauna forged or whatever?
So, Leon begins like, so, depending on how we plan on leaving, there's the illegal way, and then there's the even less legal way. We can take a ship, which aren't supposed to be leaving the harbor right now. Not take it. There's someone I know who could, like,
Okay,
we
well,
would
that does
legally
remove
take
a
the ship.
level of
We would
complication. Okay, so at least we're not stealing the ship.
Yes,
Okay.
we were just illegally leaving the city because
I
people
look
aren't
over
supposed
at
to.
just look over at Ruff, waiting for her to say something like "steal the ship."
Steal the ship?
We know her so well already.
It has been put in the logs.
Oh.
So we don't need to steal the ship. We just need to leave, which is kind of not. They don't enjoy that right now. The person who I know might get fined, but if we pay them well enough, it may not matter anyways. If we don't want to use an active ship and we'd rather go more secretive, we could try any method you guys can come with, or we can try to use the Megafauna for Lumina. Yes, Lumina. Lumina. We could try to use the giant chipmunk. See if we can use that to go.
None.
And then we have to move down an entire river bend to get to Plunge, and then we have to go down an entire river bend to get to Inkholm. So,
The deal with the other cities, are they also on lockdown?
I personally haven't been to any of them since this place got super locked down, so I don't really know. I've been just trying to get to the outskirts of here to actually get information and not get locked up.
Okay, well, I don't personally know of any other ways to go, but anyone who's more familiar with this area, can you think of a better way to go than over the ship?
Well, how do we get the ship out of the harbor if no one's allowing any ships to leave?
What paths do I know, DM?
Yeah, I was gonna say my whole job is basically just going around and finding people and stuff like that. So I feel like I would know something.
Yeah, to what the very least Kelliat says, Leon's like, that's the part that gets a little less legal. Is us getting the ship out of the harbor down a place we're not supposed to go. For you guys definitely know pathways, but to travel, you've probably needed to use ships. There's not really, again, as you've seen with the shape of the city itself, it's just water everywhere. You have to go like a half mile out to get to a place that has land to then travel on, which you could do, but then it's just like cliffside pathways a lot of the way. So you're dealing with roads that are less than 10 feet. You could do it. It's
I could
definitely
become a goat.
be a goat. Oh, goat.
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, I could become a mountain goat if we wanted to.
Very solid for walking. But yeah, you guys can find pathways. It's just getting off the city to go on those pathways. Again, the whole city is not full lockdown, but they don't want people leaving because, like, who knows what's going to set off more Megafauna Forge. But
also it's a 10-foot wide path that probably is not great to fight on, and also probably someone's there being like, don't do that.
There could be highway people that are trying to hold you up. There's other creatures besides Megafauna Forge down here, and there's just other people too, and other people might have less compunction of just not killing you for your stuff. So you guys being in charge of the pathways once the traveling happens, it's going to be very advantageous. It's just getting you guys to the pathways and deciding if it's better to try to swim over and get to dry land, if going above water, going below water, flying was recommended. I don't recommend a hot air balloon in this scenario, but if you want to try it, I won't stop you.
Well, now I just want to try a hot air balloon.
I'm sorry, wait, what do you want to try?
He said hot air balloon is not recommended, so I want to try a hot air balloon.
I mean, I guess you could power the hot air balloon with
Right.
the fire. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And being a little bit of a hothead.
I feel like the ship is here better at this option.
Wow, Nim. Okay.
Wait, I
Okay,
totally missed that.
You're the only one, I think.
Wait,
Ruff
I
is gonna
missed
walk over to Nim,
Don't-
put her
oh,
hand
no,
on her
Nim
shoulder,
won't be no shit.
and just be like, "Love, you gotta love a muscle mommy," and just put her head on her shoulder.
Nim pats Ruff's head. Thank you.
You see that Phelan is way too happy about Nim reading Mal a little bit to filth.
Oh my god.
That was amazing. It was also the reaction time to just a slow reaction of everybody. It was so good.
Because you said it so like subtly that it took us a moment to be like, oh shit, all right.
Listen, in character Nim would not want to throw shit, but she'd kind of be like, you can also power that hot air balloon with
I also feel like Phelan feels very protected in this scenario, so thank you for that.
I mean, yes, if you want to try the hot air balloon, you guys can also try that. Anyways.
Powered by our Genasi.
Traveling Genasi is the best way.
Anyway. Travel by air Genasi. Wait.
It's the traveling
feel
style of the future. Anyways.
I feel like the boat might be our best option. I don't know what you guys think.
I'm on the same page. I think the boat is the best way.
Boat too, and if need be, I can try and persuade. I don't know. Wait, so we're not taking Lumina for the trip? Is she staying here?
Oh no, she's coming. It's just she has some swimming capabilities, so like she could theoretically, if we were trying to be very, very silent about it and had to get in the water, and he looks a little less enthused by that scenario, we could just like float on her and try to quietly have her paddle us over. But having a ship also sounds nice. He immediately is like,
I think, yeah, I think ship is the best way to go. So I agree with that.
Malkith, how do you feel about us going over water, man?
Oh,
No jokes. No jokes. Just honesty.
I mean, I'm not actually made out of fire, so I think I'll be okay.
No, he's
Look,
just
I don't know if
hot-headed,
you're made
remember?
out of fire or anything. Just you look like you're already.
I shower.
Look that I haven't
shower,
been
how
close
does that
enough to
work?
find out. Yeah,
Because he's not actually made of fire.
It's kind of like a sauna. It's pretty nice.
nice little
Naya-
steamy situation.
Which we go to the hot springs, and I'll show you how I take a bath.
Is that a... Are you flirting with Balmor?
No,
It's a little spicy.
I was just saying, we go to the
Now-
hot springs, you'll see me
Now,
take a bath. It's very
even
practical.
I, upon hearing that, even me, Mal,
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
uh-huh.
Sure,
Right.
sure, bud.
Naya just
Whatever
kind
you
of
say.
Naya looks
Ruff
at
is-
everyone. I think it is very prudent to ask, can everyone swim?
I would assume that we can instinctively, it's like half of our movement, right, Vinny?
yes, indeed. You guys can all automatically do half movement swimming if you choose to. If you say your character can't, that's totally fine. But
become a fish.
that's your own prerogative. If you're like, nah, can't
Do
swim.
you, I don't know if you can do a swimming wild shape yet, can you, Nim?
Can I?
You can't do
Is that
the
all-
swimming
is-
speed. Swimming speed is level 5, I think.
Oh, damn.
I don't know. We can check it to see.
I was gonna say, I know flying is level 8, so.
I think then, as long as you guys are all in agreement, Jesper's seeing some weird energy from everybody. He's like, I'm gonna just go get a drink, and goes up and leaves the table for a few moments.
Yes.
I think we're gonna pop off for break, and then you guys we'll have a quick break time, and then we can do a little bit of planning if needed, and then we'll pop back into it in a few. So we will see you all in a few moments. Have a good
Cool.
one.
If you do that, Blizza's going to stand up and kind of offer her hand to help him up. Then your mother's going to have to kill you, and she doesn't want to do that.
I'm gonna have to see her, huh?
She's up there. She looks up towards the tower.
You can see that Irona is actually like one finger up, still just like cantrip shooting a few things that are in the distance. Just like checking out like a couple small things here and there. Scaran just looks up and is like, how do I talk to her without getting shot in the process?
If you have me with you, she'll hopefully be calm. Enough. I told her that we thought you might be under a spell that would have messed with your memory.
You okay? You watch as the dark-skinned woman begins reaching for her in the armor and just like trying to grab onto the side of her arm.
Immediately distracted, she turns to her, she grabs her hand, she goes, I'm okay, it's fine, we're okay, I think. Just
No one's gonna
relax."
hurt you unless you start slinging lightning spells, and also are a part of Husk and want to destroy the world for whatever reason.
What the fuck is Husk? Smartass.
That doesn't count
know
as a
it, but,
solution.
like- Here, this is got multiple.
Is that, is it,
This is such a problem tonight. Fuck. Anyway, the problem is it's because Ken keeps talking.
I guess I'll just shut the fuck up.
I guess I'll
Just
shut
do like
the
your
fuck
bliss
up.
voice for Kid instead or something. Just use a different
No,
voice.
it's fine. It's fine.
Which bliss voice is the question?
is one of them Southern?
No. Because I'm not sure I understand.
Is she acting good because she thinks acting good is going to keep everybody together, or is she just acting good because she got it all out of her system the night before?
She got most of it out of her system, so she's mellowed out.
Okay, that's all I was
for
asking.
now.
Mellowette? Like just a little mellow? A small mellow?
She's
You
mellowed
had to see that coming.
I'm hanging up now.
Hi, Mel.
5e monk class things just by typing in crazy gun monk in Google.
That sounds
surprising.
That sounds super correct. Yeah, Kensai
Yeah,
monks with guns are really.
Technically speaking, thanks to Tasha's, gun monk can officially be a thing.
It is. I made a bunch. It was great.
my God.
It was really fun.
I hate this.
Oh, they were great.
Next to Arc, Crazy Gun Monks. Party name.
Yeah, sure. I'll recommend that to the Dark Arc people.
I
Do you guys want to go get tattoos?
Fuck this.
Yes, tattoos. And
I would
then
like a
maybe
tattoo, Papa.
Stab me, daddy.
You didn't like that, Connie? I mean, Mel.
I got worse. It got worse when
When Nova talked.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that. I'm sorry.
Probably the least liked. Things that smelled awful, ratty mud off the street, and Onolove explained it as if you give even the worst thing a chance to be better, there's a good chance it might happen.
You'd be kind of zombie
Valley?
walking a little. Like real slow walk up.
Hi.
Yeah.
Nixie?
Yeah, Valley,
Yes.
you turn and see Nixie in this glorious, bubbly appearance, standing in front of you, maybe looking a little stiff and awkward and unsure of what to do. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nixie.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, looking very confused.
So when were you gonna tell me that the rest of you were this thing that I've been running from for the last, like,
Okay.
2 years?
Okay, 1, to be fair, we didn't know you were running. 2, we haven't told anyone, not even my siblings know. And 3, are you okay?
I'm blue now!
And as that, we hear another horrible shriek from the quad.
We will
Boba
deal
goes-
with the blue thing later, it'll go away.
Yeah. Boba says, we can talk about this later, we really need to get going.
Through observation, we've
Theoretically.
learned how important it is to keep it to oneself.
All right, Lyra, town girl.
What's Bells doing? Yeah, I want to know how Bells is feeling right now.
He's giving shade! Talk shit, get shit!
2. Once spells has taken a few moments to process, they are...
Does not seem to take effect, and a kind of like a swirling whirlpool begins to start taking place as more bones slowly start circling around the general area, and you watch as a bit of a break begins to appear, and not like a break in like stonework. You see a portal, a plane, a crack in some form of reality just slowly opening underneath where this arcane spinning is happening.
Whoa, we're going to hell.
Oh no!
It's funny you say
No!
that, actually.
Oh no!
Where are we going?
Kent, we're gonna take a quick step back into you for a quick second.
You! What are you doing?
We would have gone and done the fucking mudslide. That would have happened at some point.
It's Sid's favorite place. It is Sid's favorite place. Sid loves dirt.
It loves dirt.
It is a great paladin that
I've
swings
got a
a
guard
shovel
dog.
axe.
It
Of
was
course,
just-
Sid
it
loves
was
dirt.
It was just the way you said it.
It was the way you said it.
Fantastic. We're
Sid
not
loves
arguing the
dirt.
fact. It's just the
It was the aggressive affection for dirt.
Is the love? I do have a question. Is the love for dirt greater than the love they have for Yvette? Because I don't think we've ever heard them talk about Yvette like that. It's like I love you, and then I love dirt.
It's different. Dirt is like part of their
That's what they all
personalities.
say.
Dirt is to Sid as necromancy is to
To
Yvette.
Yvette.
Yes.
Like probably equal amounts of love, but it's
Visual, very hard set expressions, curly, slightly auburn reddish hair. Emanates an aura or an energy around her that is frightening.
Hate this. I hate this so much.
Carries a shield with a face on it.
No! 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 Vinny, no! Vinny, no! I'm so sorry that you guys have no clue, but also I'm so glad you have no clue because you would also be equally as angry.
I'm so happy that the wedding happened, so I don't have to deal with this smell in person. this smell in person.
Oh, I would have smacked you. I would have been like, "Hey, bud, come here, give me a hug." Smack upside the head. How fucking dare you?
I mean, I now live like
19.
Yeah, 19.
All right, another fireball on her face. She cries out in aggravation. Another orb of blackened blood and darkness begins to form together and form back up. Ouchies. Anything for
Neither of us belong here. That's it.
It's fine. It was. I belong here. Look, I had a long Sunday. Is it? We don't belong in the Undercity. We don't belong on Wishfall. We don't belong in Vagari. Can you be more specific, please? There's just like a lot of different places.
She will spend 3 first level spell slots to answer. I'm gonna kill you,
At least
Vinny.
you're about to get your rest.
Yeah, no, thank fuck.
I still think we should put in the fine print that, may induce death later on if you don't come up with the good catchphrase and transform properly.
All right, I'm coming around on this.
That's what I heard from our first meeting. So,
Must be
I'm
okay
all
with
for
hair
it.
color changes and sometimes skin tone color changes and sometimes physical species changes as well. We don't know. What if you pull the dog card and someone turns into a dog?
Okay, I'm back in.
That's gonna be confusing.
Walking through the entranceway is maybe Solara, Ara, Chiv, and you see a young boy with familiar hair and eyes.
Motherfucker.
With an adult old gentleman with short gray hair. There we go. The whole gang's back together. And that's where we're going to end this session.
Oh my god.
How's your day going?
Good. We have band things going on. I saw my owner, did my dance, liked my dance, he liked my day, and he gave me belly scratches, and now I'm here, hang out with you, and are your day going good? Good day, right? Good day.
Yeah, it's not a bad day, so far. She gives you a pat on the head a couple times.
Leans right onto you. Good day.
Yeah. Good day. Oh, it warms her heart. She's just it'll be fine.
So much
right?
better than dog jail.
Adding somebody into the group. Ugh.
You're gonna make me
Color
cry.
drains to her face.
It just took me so long to register what you just said. Goodness gracious.
I mean, there's people. There's not a lot of people, but people.
Oh, I didn't know. I assumed we were the only 4 in the shop, so that's my mistake.
Well, I mean, his shop is kind of like an outdoor stall. Again, he's literally that guy from the opening from Aladdin, where it's
Mel, the face. I want that.
I want that face as our new group
Please
chat.
no. Please no.
It's happening.
Seriously, me. We're fucking.
Trees, and it's like, those could make some cool toys. It's some good wood.
Yeah,
Some nice
like
bark.
that would make a good grave. Like I think the justification is that would make a good grave. I would not bury somebody there.
Don't bury somebody into that dirt. Don't do it.
We're not burying anyone here. We can't kill anyone because we can't bury them
I
here.
want to know what justifies as bad dirt now.
Like if it's
You
not going to
should
be like
know.
good quality, if
In
it's not going
nature.
to, yeah, you would know
No,
too.
not as Lyra.
Wait. So
I would love to find out what the bean does.
All right,
Jay.
roll a d100, oh glorious GM.
Oh my goodness, I get to use my big chonker.
Yeah, you do.
That is an 87. What does the bean do?
An 87. A nest of 1d4 plus 3 eggs springs up. Any creature that eats an egg must make a DC Constitution 20 saving throw. On a successful save, a creature permanently increases its lowest ability score by 1, randomly choosing among low scores. On a failed save, the creature takes 10d6 force damage from an internal magical explosion.
We have practice for tomorrow.
So there's just some magical eggs that have showed up and are going to be a problem. Excellent.
I'm going to
I
collect
love
the
that for
eggs.
you.
Put them in my bag.
I love that for you.
I mean, not to be a person of a singular track mind, but you know, that's the way that Kind wants to go, is just down that one tunnel instead of laying out into these other ones. We can always check them on our way back, but
Did you just make a one-track mind joke?
yes, I did. Fuck off.
God. Awful.
Fen
Listen.
meows in annoyance.
I give him scritches.
George, just happy to be alive.
Yeah,
George is
just hanging out, just
George is
trotting
just
along.
doing his
Goes up to
best.
Sid, hoping for some pets.
Oh yeah,
Been a minute.
Sid just picks him up and he's like, "Oh, hi, buddy."
Oh my god.
If you do that, Blizza's gonna stand up and kind of offer her hand to help him up. Then your mother's gonna have to kill you, and she doesn't want to do that.
I'm gonna have to see her, huh?
She's up there. She looks up towards the tower.
You can see that Irona is actually like one finger up, still just like cantrip shooting a few things that are in the distance. It's like checking out like a couple small things here and there. Scaran just looks up and is like, how do I talk to her without getting shot in the process?
If you have me with you, she'll hopefully be calm. Enough. I told her that we thought you might be under a spell that would have messed with your memory.
Because I'm not sure I understand.
Is she acting good because she thinks acting good is going to keep everybody together, or is she just acting good because she got it all out of her system the night before?
She got most of it out of her system, so she's mellowed out.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
now.
Mellowette? Like just a little mellow? A small mellow?
She's
You
mellowed
had to see that coming.
I'm hanging up now.
I'm out.
Does not seem to take effect, and a kind of like a swirling whirlpool begins to start taking place as more bones slowly start circling around the general area, and you watch as a bit of a break begins to appear, and not like a break in like stonework. You see a portal, a plane, a crack in some form of reality just slowly opening underneath where this arcane spinning is happening.
Whoa, we're going to hell.
Oh
no!
It's funny you say
No!
that, actually.
Oh no!
Where are we going?
Kent, we're gonna take a quick step back into you for a quick second.
You! What are you doing?
Walking through the entranceway is maybe Solara, Ara, Chiv, and you see a young boy with familiar hair and eyes.
Motherfucker.
With an
Oh,
adult old gentleman with short gray hair. There we go. The whole gang's back together. And that's where we're going to end this session.
Oh my god.
How's your day going?
Good. We have band things going on. I saw my owner, did my dance, liked my dance, he liked my day, and he gave me belly scratches, and now I'm here, hang out with you, and, are your day going good? Good day, right? Good day.
Yeah, it's not a bad day, so far. She like gives you a pat on the head a couple times.
Leans like right onto you. Good day.
Yeah. Good day. Oh, it warms her heart. She's just like, it'll be fine.
So much
right?
better
like,
than dog jail.
adding somebody into the group. Ugh.
You're gonna make me
Color
cry.
drains to her face.
It just took me so long to register what you just said. Goodness gracious.
We would have gone and done the fucking mudslide. That would have happened at some point.
It's Sid's favorite place. It is Sid's favorite place. Sid loves dirt.
It loves dirt.
It is a great paladin that
I've
swings
got a
a
dog,
shovel
Ariel.
axe.
It
Of
was
course,
just-
Sid
it
loves
was
dirt.
It was just the way you said it.
It was the way you said it.
Fantastic. We're
Sid
not
loves
arguing the
dirt.
fact. It's just the.
It was the aggressive affection for dirt.
Is the love? I do have a question. Is the love for dirt greater than the love they have for Yvette? Because I don't think we've ever heard them talk about Yvette like that. It's like, I love you, and then I love dirt.
It's different. Dirt is like part of their
That's what they all
personality.
say.
Dirt is to Sid as necromancy is to
It's to Yvette.
Yes.
like probably equal amounts of love, but it's
You'd be kind of
Valley?
zombie walking a little. Like real slow walk up.
Hi.
Yeah.
Nixie?
Yeah, Valley,
Yes.
you turn and see Nixie in this glorious, bubbly appearance, standing in front of you, maybe looking a little stiff and awkward and unsure of what to do. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nixie.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, looking very confused.
So when were you gonna tell me that the rest of you were this thing that I've been running from for the last, like,
Okay.
2 years?
Okay, 1, to be fair, we didn't know you were running. 2, we haven't told anyone, not even my siblings know. And 3, are you okay?
I'm blue now!
And as that, we hear another horrible shriek from the quad.
We will
Boba
deal
goes-
with the blue thing later, it'll go away.
Yeah. Boba says, we can talk about this later, we really need to get going. What?
19.
Yeah, 19.
Alright. Another fireball on her face. She cries out in aggravation. Another orb of blackened blood and darkness begins to form together and form back up. Ouchies. Anything for
Smartass.
That doesn't count
I know
as a
it, but,
solution,
like-
Yvette.
Here, this is got multiple.
Yvette, it doesn't.
This is such a problem tonight. Fuck. Anyway, the problem is it's because Ken keeps talking.
I guess I'll just shut the fuck up.
I guess I'll
just do like your
fuck
bliss
up.
voice for Kid instead or something. Just use a different
No,
voice.
it's fine. It's fine.
Which bliss voice is the question?
Is one of them Southern?
No.
Visual, very hard set expressions, curly, slightly auburn reddish hair. Emanates an aura or an energy around her that is frightening.
Hate this. I hate this so much.
Carries a shield with a face on it.
No! 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 Vinny, no! Vinny, no!
So
I'm so sorry that you guys have no clue, but also I'm so glad you have no clue because you would also be equally as angry.
I'm so happy that the wedding happened, so I don't have to deal with this smell in person. this smell in person.
Oh, I would have smacked you. I would have been like, "Hey, bud, come here, give me a hug." Smack upside the head. How fucking dare you?
I mean, I now live like
trees, and it's like those could make some cool toys. It's some good wood.
Yeah,
Some nice
like
bark.
that would make a good grave. Like I think the justification is that would make a good grave. Where I would not bury somebody there.
Don't bury somebody into that dirt. Don't do it.
We're not burying anyone here. We can't kill anyone because we can't bury them
I
here.
want to know what justifies as bad dirt now.
Like if it's not going to be like.
No. Consistent with my time of announcing like that. Hello, guys. We're back. And I had to burp, and I don't anymore. All right, we are gonna jump back into it. So as you guys finish up your meal and your conversations, talking to Leon, Nazir, and Jesper, Leon says, so our mutual friend Gage is over by the Seafarers Guild, so that's where we're gonna get the ship. It's called Sweetums. So if you
Sweetums.
Look, I didn't even. That
reminds me of the Parks and Rec episode. Anyway.
Oh, I don't even remember that one.
Oh, I went to the Muppets. I'm old. Sorry, guys.
I'm so curious.
You're like my age. Shut up.
Yeah, we're all old. No,
We're almost all the same age.
So if we just head there when you guys are all set, I'm gonna just get that set up so we can just get out of here. I already have things I need, and as long as we get Lumina on the ship and all of us are good to go, once you guys arrive, we can tell somebody that you're leaving. Just like, it's just good for people to know. Leon says.
Yeah, I'll talk to Brilla for sure.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be talking to Bessie so that way she knows, and I can get some supplies for all of us because I'm sure we will need many supplies.
I'll see if she can give me some baked goods.
Cool. All right, you guys are able to head off. Who wants to do their thing first? Who's itching to?
I'm super fast, so
in their
I'll go
situation.
first.
All right, we can go over to Malkith real quick. Malkith, what shopping and/or people and/or things do you need to do?
I'll just go to the blacksmith that I've been staying at, let him know I'm leaving, and I will try and find an item that's going to help me protect my peoples.
All right. Are you going to? Is that what you meant by the item? Did you mean the one specifically you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
100%. You are able to find. God damn it. I have it and I know around where it is, but this list is really long.
I have it up if you want me to just read it off.
Sure, that would be great.
The shield glove of the Ivory Queen, a brass arcane symbol on a maroon glove.
Yeah, you get this gun this glove that has arcane markings on it.
Whoa!
The gun. Who gave Mel a gun?
As you put it on, you watch as when you like wave your hand in certain directions, an after image of it will appear in a direction not far off to either of your sides as you do. So
cool.
You're able to grab that, and yeah, I mean, if people buy their own individual supplies of food and stuff, negligible. No, I'm not gonna super mark you on that one, but hey, I appreciate you guys thinking about having food and water. It's a good idea. So yeah, you are able to grab that. Malkith has all of their stuff. Who is next?
Go see Master Storo and beg him for cool things.
Did you turn your audio down, or are you just low on me for
I
some
turned
reason?
adaptive gain off because I was told to do that, but I can turn it back on.
Yeah, turn it back on. You got real quiet.
Video.
I didn't tell anybody to do anything. I just recommended it to tech.
Off stream, we were trying to figure out sound issues.
Is this better?
Yeah.
It's getting louder again. Yes.
Cool.
All right. So go ahead one more time.
But yeah, no, I'll go see Master Storo and beg him for cool stuff.
Cool. So you're just gonna go up to the master, the grandmaster, one of the grandmasters of your temple, and be like, "Give me cool things."
I'm not even the Grandmaster. That's crazy. I'm going up to Master Storo and whatever he's doing, I'll just be like, "Hey, Master, I'm your favorite, right?"
This is Vinny not knowing how to talk relate to this specific type of interaction. Sure, you find Storo training other people that actually want to actively be trained, and is currently helping them out.
Whatever.
What was that?
Whatever.
Yeah,
That seems pointed. That feels pointed.
You can't beg and be like, "I'm your favorite," right? And then not allow me to point out your flaws. You see Storo is actively training some of the newer recruits, just running them through some forms. And as you approach, has one of his underlings who's more advanced, probably closer to your level, come up and continue the practice as he comes over to talk to you, to not interrupt their practice with whatever this interaction's about to be.
So I need a favor.
Favor, okay.
I'm going on a little bit of a field trip to Inkhome.
You're leaving not just the city, but like the general area.
Yeah, I will be back. Hopefully. I was told to let you know. Well, I was told to let you know in case I died or something.
This is going well so far. This conversation.
So okay, look. This morning I fought a gargoyle and my punches didn't do as good because they weren't magical punches, and you haven't taught me how to do that yet. So I was wondering if you had a glove or some wraps that just they don't have to do extra damage. I just want to make my fists magical, so I can punch things gooder.
Sounds like if you were training harder, you'd get to that point already.
All right, look, yeah, okay. Yes, you're correct. However, we're in the bed that I have made for myself.
I'm glad we agree on that.
Ugh. Anyways, are you gonna help me? Please, I don't want to die in the Underdark.
Yeah, I'd prefer you didn't either. Okay. Yes, I'm not going to do it. We're going to build you some credit, which you probably need anyways, considering that you don't take money from your family. I'm going to write you a note, go to Haver, and see what stuff that he might have. I could give you the alcohol of ultimate punches, but that...
The what?
I don't think you're ready for that yet.
No. You can't just say that and then tell me I'm not ready for it.
Sits down at the desk, flips out his little cape to sit down all elegantly, and starts writing out you a note.
Hello? I'm still here. Tell me about the magic alcohol. My alcohol just gets people drunk, which admittedly is very useful. Punches? Yeah. Ultimate punches?
Yes. Do you want to try some of it? Did you say words there? Because that did not even go through.
Yes, I do.
All right. Grabs a ceramic jar. You see, literally, there is a setup. There's a ceramic pot that just has a single cup next to it, and pours it into the cup, a little bit, and puts it on the table for you, and then goes back to writing the note.
He hits it on the table and downs it.
You taste fruit punch.
No way.
Yep. The alcohol of ultimate punches. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You feel no different.
It's Leo juice.
MJ's secret sauce.
Flips the note around in his fingers and then hands it to you and says, "Go get something that's actually going to help. Good luck. Come back in one piece, preferably.
Do you need anything while I'm out?
If you can get some pumice actually at Income, that would be great. It's very good. It could, especially for monks who are always on their hands and feet. It is so nice to use.
Will do.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab my bagpipes and also like another cask of the alcohol that I make.
Forgot you had bagpipes.
I didn't know you had bagpipes. Oh my god!
You guys are gonna have the worst travel music.
I
Ronnie,
would.
make request. If you have bagpipes anywhere,
Get them ready.
Just toss that shit in. Anyways,
We're all gonna suffer together.
Oh my god. 3 bagpipes going at the same time. Please. Yes.
No!
Oh no. Oh no shit. I just realized that. All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
All right, Nymtheria.
All right. I'm just going back to see Bessie real quick just to get the supplies and to just tell her, hey, I'm leaving for who knows how long. How long do we think we'll be gone? Question mark.
At least a week.
Okay, all right. So I'll tell her if I am gone longer than a week or 2 weeks, then you might need to get concerned a little bit. But Bessie, is there any like leftovers I can take off your hands, or like any extras lying for like food and stuff that we don't really need to sell? Because I can just take that stuff and we're totally fine having it on the ship. So.
Yeah, you're able to talk to Bessie. I still won't do this character because it's a
God
PC.
damn
it. Nice try. You can't make me.
Eventually I will.
I'll play the
Anyway.
NPCs I want to. Thank you very much.
Laying down the law.
Bessie helps you. You're able to gather some stuff that it's very much like that section where you're like, it says best sell date today, but it's like, it's still good for like 3 more days. So like you can have it. So you're able to collect like a couple bushels of just like some easy to use. None of the free stuff is medicinal. It is all just things that you could eat. So if you got really hungry, it's like a couple plants you could chew just to stave off hunger for a little while and stuff like that. But if you do want to get medical supplies from her to actually make potions, which is a thing you could do at Bessie's. So normal healing potions cost 50 gold per potion, an FYI. So to make them at cheaper cost, it'll cost you. You can make them for 20 gold per potion. So
yeah,
we can also retroactively say if anyone else wants to donate money to this thing, they can. But so you can get as many potions as you guys collectively have money and other people are willing to throw in for.
Because if I do
I can hand you 10 gold.
I gotta do some math here. I can't do math because we'll need like what are we thinking? 7 potions, 1 for each of us, and then
I will give you 2 platinum. That's 20 gold.
Cool. Okay, thank you. So that's your potion.
Yeah, I did. I'll also give you 2 platinum.
Thank you, Phelan. 2. Hey, Balmor, you got this all written down? Because I'm not the best at math.
How much platinum do you have so far?
4.
I'll give you,
had to go
I'll give you-
1, 2.
I'll give you 2 as well.
Okay, thank you. It sounds like everyone's just
It's
gonna make it
it's gonna cost you
easy.
14 platinum to make 7
14 platinum total. Okay, all right. Well, here you go. I'm going to use that to get herbalism supplies for all 7 of us.
How much do you need? How much left do you need?
Who's throwing in 2? at the very least. So if you're throwing in 2, all right.
1, 2, 2,
I think
4.
we're each
10.
paying for our own potion.
That's 10 right there.
Okay.
So if you want to make 7, you need 4 more.
Okay, I'll just toss it. I'll toss in those 4.
Okay.
So now
you
I have
the supplies.
1
to make,
platinum.
you have
left.
the supplies to make those potions. So we're still
Yes.
going to need to have you make them. But
Yeah.
that'll be a fun travel activity for you to do.
Yeah.
It won't set the boat on fire or have acid eat through it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
One would hope.
Yeah. if
You
it
know,
eats
I'm pretty
through a
proficient
boat,
in this. It's fine.
Probably not made to be in your system.
I'll try it anyway.
Yeah.
Kelliat's gonna drink it.
Yeah,
Yep.
he is.
Okay.
Will it make
all
my
right.
punches
So
stronger?
you get some basic food supplies that will run out a couple days into the journey, but should be at least good for the first couple days. We have 3 peeps left. Who would like to go next? We got
I can go
the
next.
duo. Oh, Phelan?
Yeah, I was gonna go with I'm gonna ask Balmor. Be like, I'm gonna go see Haver, and Haver still makes me really nervous. So can you come with me?
Yeah, Ruff has to go do her own thing also. So yeah, I can go with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Haver to see if and basically be like, thank you for the super cool arrowhead. Do you have something else super cool? And maybe like even tell him like how it went. You know, because I know he mentioned when he gave it to me that he wanted to know how it went.
Yes. He's like, oh, so what was the area of coverage? Was it ground only, or did it go up?
It was ground only, and it looked like it had the potential to go up to 40 feet, but when I shot it, it was only 20.
All right. That's probably just a spring somewhere that needs to be tightened so it launches more. Okay.
I look at Balmor for, like, courage to proceed.
Balmor's just gonna walk up and put a hand on your back. Hey, I'm pretty sure my friend here really liked what you gave them.
Yeah, it was really, really good. It didn't super help me, but that was a user error, not a creator error.
Oh, good.
It turned out the thing that it turns out the thing I used it on was not gonna fall over with it.
Oh. That is... Yeah, some things are just immune to certain things happening to them, and that's annoying.
Yeah, it was a creature that I guess just had really good balance. I guess he was a gargoyle, so I guess it makes sense looking back.
Gargoyles, and you just see a hatred come over his eyes that you never knew existed. I know.
His new nemesis.
Gargoyles in particular. Okay. He's like, all right. No, that's a thing I can definitely work on. Thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't think you'd test run it the day after, but I'm glad it worked out.
There was a gargoyle and it was attacking domestic animals, so.
Say no more. That is fully reasonable. Did the oil get on the domestic animals?
No. I mean, there was a land shark. I think he was fine.
Oh. They're probably fine. They're sturdy beasts. And all right. Sure, but I mean, welcome in. You see a fairly the shop feels very simple, very bland almost. You walk in and there's just one wall that is completely blank and just a long desk that you not desk, a long table that you can't see. It's not like if you have those army surplus shops where you look in and like, oh, look it, there's 50 knives in here. It's just the table, it's pure wood, you can't see inside, but it has the feel of like he reaches down there, pulls up random dangerous thing. But you can't currently see any of the supplies. There's like a couple dummies that are wearing different types of like gear, but there's nothing else on display in the moment.
Sure.
Was there something
I
I could help you with? Were you just coming to give me the feedback, which I appreciate, or were you interested?
We are going on a trip, and I was wondering if there was maybe another prototype that I could test out or something, because you know, I mean, I'm very good with the bow and arrow. It doesn't have to be a bow and arrow, but I'm like looking at the ground. I'm so awkward. Just like, if there was something that might be useful for long travel or something you maybe want someone to try.
Wait. Don't sell yourself short. You're great with a bow. Actually, to me, it would kind of benefit you ever to have our friend here use that or whatever you have that you're, looking to sell.
So to test out the product, you're saying?
Yeah, basically. I mean, if you need somebody to test it, why not have somebody that's an expert with a bow or, expert with whatever you would usually put in their hands?
One of you can roll me a persuasion check. The other one can give advantage.
My persuasion is a +3.
I'll give advantage.
Okay. I do have beguiling influence, thanks, feats. But I'm certainly not at a Aranea level, so advantage. That's cocked. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
The lower one was a 9.
20 is way better. There is a look between the two of you, stares hard for a moment, and then reaches under the counter, and you hear a churning like a wheel. And after a brief moment, his hand hits the side of the table, and you watch as the entire back row of the wall just turns over, and it's just projectiles. So you need projectiles. What are we looking for? Uppers, downers? Do you want them to explode, to freeze? Do you want them to fall into a pit hole? Do you want to lift them up and trap them in a snare of some sort? Do you want them to be in this dimension or the next? Do you only want them in one dimension? What are we looking for?
Aelin immediately has the overwhelm of when you're shopping and have too many choices. Just like,
Is this man in John Wick?
Pretty much.
I'm just gonna turn. I'm gonna turn and put my back to have her just be like, "Hey, what do you enjoy seeing happen when you shoot your arrow?"
I mean, if we're working for someone who is a pacifist, it might be best to do something that doesn't make the damage worse. So a snare or something like that that maybe holds a person in place in case we do want to try peace first. I know even Mal tends to not want to kill if he doesn't have to, so it's not just, the person we're working for, it's someone in our party. So I might as well do something more like that, right?
I mean, that sounds good to me. If that's something you're looking for, I'd have her. Do you have anything that snares?
Do I have anything that... My friend. And then just begins...
Do I have anything that snares?
Just begins walking down the line. Taps the side of the wall, so all of the lights that are lighting up the equipment go out, except for 4 of them. Do I have snares? And then hits the button again, and all of them light up one more time. Yes, I have snares. And begins walking down them. Don't worry, we'll give you a few. We'll figure it out. You're going to test these for me, correct? As in you're going to analyze what's happening in the fight, make sure that they're being used correctly?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, we have this. We have this. You want a snare one. It only went 20 feet. We need to make that better. And immediately grabs one of the ones that is the oil slick arrow, puts it on the counter, and then just takes a wrench and just starts churning and churning and churning. Right. That should be a little better. And you gotta have at least one damage one. It's gotta have something fun. And then goes over and grabs one more. Right. Just kind of like with a deck of cards or just some very tall sticks. It's just all right, these 4, and wraps them up in a little bundle, hands them over.
What do I owe you?
You're going to give me an update on that one. You're going to tell me how that one does. That one that one's just for fun. For let's say 15 gold.
Okay, I can do that. I'm going to hand over 15 gold. And yeah.
Cool. Your arrows are going to be, you're going to have a snare arrow, a grease arrow, an injection arrow, and a spell release arrow.
All right, let me write this down. Oh God. So you said snare,
grease, injection, and spell release.
Okay, cool. I think you see I look at you, Balmor, and I look like more excited than I thought I would be, and I'm just like, okay, well, thank you, Haver, and we should probably get back to it. I'm gonna go visit Brilla and let her know that we're going, and I'll get you some your favorite baked good, Balmor. Maybe we can bring some back.
Oh, if you find anything fun out there, bring it back. I will do tradesies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like today Haver has gone from enemy to neutral.
I will send you the info for some of those things later on.
Thank you.
You help with the roll. That was going to be a 9.
Who helped? I was going to be a 9. I was going to fail so miserably.
Yeah. I was going to say, you did great with communicating. Like, that was fine. You did good. All right.
No, it would have been much worse had you not been there.
All right.
Wait.
Cool. We got those. And then we have Ruff and Aranea.
No, yeah, we can jump into Ruff. Yeah, Ruff's gonna go to. I'm gonna make sure I have the name correct. It's Rippert.
Rippert.
All right. So, yeah, Ruff's just gonna walk into the shop and just like tap her throat and just like kind of clear it, and in Balmor's voice go like as loud as she can. I need something for my armor, like a gauntlet for my hands.
Ah, fuck. And you hear a clang and a crash. Inside the garage, it is not so dissimilar from garages these days, where like you walk in, there's a smell difference. You can smell the metal and steel that is in the air. There is also crackling of energies going on, which if that was going on in a garage around here would be very, very worrisome. But you see small little like purple sparks happening on like almost like a coil or a like looks battery-esque, and you see that there is a turtle megafauna forge that is currently sitting, all of its legs retracted, just the head kind of hanging out like it's snoring and relaxing, and you hear somebody tumbled down the entire back of this thing, and just goes, oh, you're not supposed to land on those. And after a few moments of getting up, you hear as a heavy leg is dragged / moved as this halfling with a chubbier figure, very thick, but like the muscly thick, where you're like, this person lifts way more than they probably should, comes over, and you can see a leg that for first you've probably seen other people that have prosthetics that are mechanical in sense, because a lot of people are capable. This person definitely just has a metal cast on his foot, and is kind of just dragging it, coming up towards you. You see what hair was probably blonde at some point is almost just black at this point, and you can see the slickness that is definitely from the environment, not from hair changing color over time. And Rippert just slowly approaches, gives a quick scratch and says, "Hey, howdy. You guys know Rippert, right? We already have that you guys actually know each other." So there's a bit of a nod and a grin, being like, "All right, Ruff, armor? You don't normally wear that crazy of armor, do you? What are you trying to do?"
It's just like the whole time just sounding confused, like I glove metal, and then she's going to show like a ball, like a little, it looks like a, I don't know, kind of like die, but she's gonna hold it up and go in glove.
On like the back of the knuckle, or in the middle of the wrist? Are you pointing for like location wise?
Actually, yeah, it's inside hand.
Okay.
Inside the hand.
All right. What do you want that thing to do? What exactly are you trying to figure out? Sorry.
Like she's not wanting it to do anything. She just more wants the aesthetic, I guess. She just wants it to look like she just wants like the ball in the hand and then the actual glove.
All right. Yeah, we got stuff like that. Do you care if it's Fauna-forged metal, or do you want it to be specifically like a different stuff? I will reiterate. You guys know that this stuff is ethically sourced by him because Mega Fauna-forged and Fauna-forged do die. So it is not like he's not ripping them apart. So I saw the expressions of a couple people.
I was gonna feel bad if he just like dragged a Fauna-forged out onto the table and was just like, "This one good for you."
No, there are leftover parts. Also, things that are like
Horrifying.
scaled, like lizards or dragons and stuff like that, will leave sheddings behind. So there's just remnants and leftovers of Fauna-forged metal, which is slightly different from other metals. But I mean, you could also get like steel. It just depends what you're looking for.
Yeah. I mean, if can I say this out of character?
Sure.
Just like, okay, cool, got you. Because yeah, I was gonna do my best with Ruff. Because yeah. Anyway, basically, she's just looking for something that would, cover up to about like the elbow, and the trinket that Balmor gave her to be placed in the palm, and then just like a regular, you can do a scale if that fits, for the glove.
Cool. All right, we got this. I got you. I have quite a souvenir from I guess they call it Rabbit Day now. For you, that thing that you guys dealt with, I was able to procure a few of the scales from that big bad boy. That fell. So I think I could part with one for you just to make this look kind of cool. Yeah, you got like an hour. Awesome. And Ripper begins going to work, takes some measurements on you, talks a lot. This guy talks a lot. And it's talking first is like doing like, all right, so we're going to get your measurements and make sure, I don't know where you're going, but I mean, if you find any fun stuff or like if you got postcards, I love a good postcard. And keeps just chatting. And then eventually being like, yeah, so this little guy like took a bit of a hit. They tried to get out of the city by sneaking under the water. And when that happened, some of the guards caught him, so they had to like tow them in with harpoons. So it was a bit of a rough experience for this guy, but we're patching him up best that we can, getting some healing in on him. That shell is a thick one, and just continue like talking. And eventually, you are able to walk out with a armored-ish glove, using kind of the top part will have the dragon scale from that Mega Fauna-forged, and then underneath you will have the, I was gonna say Gizmo, not Gizmo. What was it? Souvenir.
Yes, you could say it's just like I don't know how else to put it. It's like they had 20 side die, something like that, like for the centerpiece for the palm.
Cool. Awesome. And yeah, that gets snugged and fit. It has some leather parts in it as well, just so that way it's comfortable against your actual body. But then the outer layers are going to have more of a metallic flair to it.
Nice. Yeah, Ruff is just going to give him a nod and walk up and put a platinum down on the table and go, enough?
Oh. If you get me a postcard, it'll be enough.
Postcard.
All right.
And then walks out.
Holds up a fist for a fist bump.
Oh, yeah, of course. Like, she just kind of looks and she's like, and then gives him a fist bump with the arm.
Oh, no, it's fine. Cool. You are able to grab your gauntlets. Aranea. I don't know why I'm fading. Aranea.
Fitting out.
Where are we going? What are we up to?
I think that Naya would head to the docks because she's looking for fishing supplies. So,
yeah,
not
an unreasonable spot to go. Yeah, you're able to head around there, and I will say, of the supplies being asked for this round, probably one of the easiest to get. People sell that stuff in stores. It's a silver piece to get like fully kitted for regular fishing gear. So unless you want to get a real fancy rod, it's gonna cost you a silver.
You know what? Can I like D100 and like just see what the fanciest rod in the shop is?
Sure.
I think that's a 25. Yeah, it's a 25.
Let me see. Oh, let me see if I can find a thing real quick. Where are you? You're making this real complicated for me. There we go. You find what looks very simple, but at the very least, the person selling them is like, that's what you want. You want as simple as possible. It's a string and a hook. That's all you need. And you are handed a rod that is called the Old Rod. Because I'm bored and feel like making Pokemon.
Is this
references.
Stardew Valley?
No,
Oh my
it's
god!
Pokemon.
Literally, I was thinking the same exact thing. Are we gonna get an Iridium rod? Yes.
The Old Rod.
Yep.
That's more
the
Pokemon,
wood
though.
does seem to be made out of a very nice wood. The string itself is made out of very thin and refined, like hand woven spiderweb silk. And the metal on the hook itself, when you actually take a closer look at it, looks to be made out of star metal, which is a fairly rare metal. So overall, looks really derpy, made out of fairly fine quality materials.
Derp, but works.
Yep.
Derp works.
If you rolled better, it would have looked better, but I think this is more fun.
Honestly, though, it is.
Stick, string, hook. Everything you
Oh,
need.
yeah.
Yeah, and you're able to, you get a whole fish and tackle, you get all the other stuff too. If you want the fancy rod, that's going to cost you 3 gold. It's really going to break the bank.
Got the derpy.
All right,
Got the derpy rod. Yep.
Sorry, we got to pay the crafters, especially for the Lolth approved spider silk string. It's just, you know, it costs a lot to get that kind of silk work up here.
All right. Naya just like goes ahead and like gets like the fishing tackle and all that and the rod and hands over the 3 gold.
Cool. You get your fishing gear. All right. Is that everybody's shopping extravaganza? I love that we had a fairly quick shopping episode. No,
I'm just gonna go to have her get my thing.
Oh yeah.
If you want us to take more time, Vincent.
But, hey, I don't mind. Either way works. Shopping episodes are also fun. I don't mind doing them. It means I get to give you guys weird items that I made.
Hell
It's
yeah.
fine.
Oh, couldn't I have gotten a weird item from Bessie? God damn it.
Who knows when you brew those potions what will happen.
Bessie, give me some shit.
All right. You take the note to Haver, who, again, you come into the room, all of the walls are turned around, so it's just all plain looking except for a couple of the figures. And it's like, Kelliat, what can bring you in for today? What do you have a note?
Kelliat like does like a full like on the table and just slides the note over.
Kelliat,
I got something for you. Do you have something for me?
if you want to proposition me, Kelliat, we can go into the back room. That's a whole separate experience, though. Like,
I mean, listen.
smile less, talk more. Cool.
Okay, Haver. Shoot your shot.
Looks over the note and is confused and be like, you feeling a little impotent when it comes to your power, buddy?
Why are you bullying me?
Because
you were just propositioning me a second ago.
It. Obviously, this is what you like.
I do.
There we go.
Whoa. Whoa. Learning so much about Kelliat today.
Yeah, and no one's around to see it.
Damn it.
All right, so Right, so specifically against magical creatures. Okay. Do you want this to be a thing? I know you have a theme. Do you want this to be a thing that you imbibe? Or would you rather just add a little accoutrement to your fist and just get better at whacking overall?
Let's do the second one.
All right.
I know you always make pretty accessories.
Pretty is one word for it, for sure. Give me a second, and yeah, that'll work. All right. There's another churn underneath the table. You hear a couple cranks moving for a few moments, and eventually, boom, hits a button, and a wall of items appear. You can see that most of them are fairly monk-esque. You see a set of quarterstaff. You see two that are a little more specific, I will say. There is one set that is just knuckle dusters, so literally brass knuckles of a variety. And he takes one off, twirls it in a finger, and puts it on a table. This was made from a melted down moon sickle, normally used for helping out in the moonlight. Gives you a little extra visibility. Obviously not a thing that we need or are worried about, but it has just enough magical enhancement that it will make you punch stuff real good. If you want something that's a little better for the ADHD, goes over and grabs a stick with a rope that has a single, basically the end of a dart at the end that you could use for a weapon. It's called a rope dart. The exact description escapes me at the moment. I didn't know what items we'd be going for. And walks this over and deftly wields it in his hands. Launches it forward into one of the dummies, so that way the dagger part, the sharp end, goes in, and then yanks it back and twirls it under his hand. Gives you a little more range for what you're normally working with. Also has enough magical enchantment that you should be able to hurt things that you aren't quite hurting right now. But if you'd prefer to use your fists, I totally get that about you.
First of all, I just have to say, love a guy who has just a knack for the theatrics. All of this, love this.
I gotta make it fun for me too, it's just
exactly right. No one ever gets that. How much would it cost for both?
For both. You're killing me. Okay. Well, luckily you have the discount from the monastery. Staro's very good here. Money is worth quite a bit.
And the pretty face discount?
Pretty face? Oh, the pretty face has to work to actually count as part of the discount. And grabs the rope dart and the pair of knuckle dusters, because it comes for one for each hand, and says, altogether, no magic included, they cost 10 gold.
Oh.
I will not charge you for the magical enhancements that they have. We can just charge bare bones what it costs for the items themselves. You will owe me a favor. The monastery,
as I always do.
The monastery already owes me a favor now, which is great, and we'll just call it even for now.
Yeah, Kelliat puts on like very slowly puts on the knuckle dusters and is like, baby, you get a favor from me whenever you want. It's gonna take the rope dart and sling it over his shoulder and accidentally get himself in the ass with it.
Yeah, honestly, it's quite a bit, and if you haven't worked a lot with it yet, it's probably a little unyieldy for first go around. You throw it up, yeah. It's not unlike a fishing rod almost, where so you just have that little bit of danger at the end, and if you are not careful, just the tip. So yeah, you're able to get these weapons as a couple other customers come in right before they open the door, because you can just barely see the shadow of the movie. He's like, oh shit, hits the button again, so everything goes back to being blank. And it's like, always lovely seeing you. Enjoy your trip. Come back safe.
Will do. Don't get in trouble while I'm gone.
That's what the back room is for. Hello.
Learning so much about Haver today.
Wow.
Cool. These are a couple weapons from the Vault of the Ivory Queen. I will send all of you guys the various things. I don't think we need to worry about it this session because the next thing you guys are doing are just fucking taking off. So, but
I
yeah.
am very glad though that Phelan doesn't hate Haver anymore, because if I heard about this flirting exchange, if I still hated Haver, I'd be like, gross! Why?
You can still be like, gross, why? It's okay.
Gross! Why?
Listen, Kelly doesn't care. Kelly is just gonna keep flirting with anything that moves. So
I was gonna say literally anything that breathes.
yeah.
Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Cool. Obviously, Arna, you're probably the closest there. One of the first people to come across the ship and the area that you're in, because you were already buying stuff down by the docks. Not that there's one docks, there's a lot of docks, but the general harbor area that Leon / Jesper sent you to. I mean, it's very obvious once you see the big old chipmunk megaphonophoros just kind of like shaking around up front. You can see, like, as Nazir is like playing with this giant thing, that he's actively giving scritches on the faces, and you watch the cheeks like expand a bit to give the chubby cheek chipmunk thing, and they actually also glow, and you watch as like the individual like metallic parts of like the individual tiles or scales that build this creature kind of glow for a minute just in the cheeks before it dies back down. But
cute.
Currently Leon seems to be talking with somebody on top of the ship, but Jesper and Nazir are just waiting on the outside, just talking and keeping Lumina company. But you'll be the first to arrive, and then everyone else can. But I want to give Arnea, if there's a thing that you feel like doing before everyone else arrives, you can.
Can I go eavesdrop? I want to go eavesdrop on Leon.
Ooh.
Sure. That sounds fun.
Nosy.
Hey,
Yeah.
no complaints here. Give me either a stealth or a deception to kind of mask your like going up and listening in.
Oh, it's gonna be deception for sure.
I had a feeling, but I wanted to give you the options.
17.
17. All right. I don't roll a lot for characters, but you know, we're gonna just give this just a base dice roll. No ads. Oh, that was pretty good, but that was a 15, so it doesn't actually matter because there's no ads. So, just like I would like my Twitch, no ads. Yeah, you're able to get up and listen in, and what you assume is the second voice is Gage, the person in charge of the ship. And Leon is just like, look, I tried talking to the guild already. They aren't letting anybody out. So if you want to just take the extra gold and then go, I know you've snuck other people out in the last couple months anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. Plus, I think we're going to be in good company. We have a lot of people that are pretty strong, so there shouldn't be any megaphonophoros, you know, fingers crossed, actually getting onto the ship or attacking while we're out there. And you can hear their voice be like, that's not the problem. The problem is, like, if I actually get in trouble, if they actually try to pay attention tonight, it's a giant rodent. It's on the ship. We could hide it for sure, but then I'm smuggling. And, like, smuggling's a real different thing from just, like, you know, going on a trip. I don't know. I would say that there's a chance you might even know. What just happened?
We all thought of going on a trip, and Zella just did on our favorite rocket ship, basically bombing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a specific breed of people, because that did nothing
There's-
for me.
We all have
All
the
of
same
us,
brain
the
cell,
whole-
which is hidden.
I'm so excited to watch that later.
only one
It
who
did,
thought that.
that didn't even go
Can
by
somebody,
my
can somebody
brain.
clip that, please?
Yeah, it was like what 4 or 5 of us that just snapped straight into it.
You know, for me,
Saying it out loud.
I didn't even think of it until I saw Zella move, and as soon as Zella moved, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Little.
My goodness.
So sorry.
That was very funny. I was so confused.
Zella, you and me at the same time.
So I'm trying to like stop laughing.
It's fine. You can take a moment. But yeah, you hear this back and forth where it still sounds like Leon is still trying to convince Gage just a little bit. I'd say that you probably, even if you don't know Gage, you've heard of Gage. Gage is fairly No, not for like the smuggling or anything. Just an individual who can captain an entirety of a ship almost single-handedly, which is fairly unheard of. You usually need at least a couple people. And people are very confused and have tried to bug them and ask them like how they captain a ship with 0 crew. So that's what Gage is mainly known for. And you're just hearing this back and forth.
I don't think I get along with Gage. I don't. I need to check the sheet though.
He's not on it, I don't think.
Gage is new, so has not been on it before.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that.
I was like, I know there's someone down at the docks that one of them I get along with, the other one I don't.
There was Sam. There was Sammy who.
You don't friends with.
Yeah. Who actually is the executive member of the Seafarers Guilds, who's in charge of like the seafaring stuff. So the person who's probably denying y'all's request is the person that you don't like.
Well then.
But yeah, Gage is newly added NPC to list, so
Okay.
no one necessarily has feelings unless they decide to have feelings one way or the other.
Always catch feelings.
Kelliat starts flirting. Oh,
no.
Listen, could have seduced the guy.
Look, I love a good flirt and fun, but I can't do it with every single character. They can't all be flirty. A whole city, maybe.
Well,
anyways,
new mission unlocked.
Zola, are you still crying? Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm good, I promise.
But yeah, if there's anything you want to do related to this conversation before the others approach, I'll give you a second. If not, we can say everyone else approaches at the same time. Weird.
wow, what a quinkadink.
So weird.
I think maybe as everyone is kind of approaching, does it seem like Leon might need like help convincing them to take us?
Roll me an insight check.
That is a nat 20.
Hello. What's the total for that? Or is it just
24?
Okay, cool. With a 24, very good. This was actually a harder one to read. Gage does this to drive up the price. The more inconvenient and worse it sounds like the journey is going to be, and the harder it's going to be, the higher they try to drive up the price a bit. It is risky. It's not like right now an easy trip to just make, but it's not as bad as like they're trying to make it out. They're like, then like, you know, I have to pay the crew, and again, everyone knows they don't have a crew, as far as everyone knows at least. So they're just like tacking on the things. I mean, like, and then there's the finder's fee, and Leon's like, we're not finding anything, and then, you know, I need to pay for vacation time for my staff, and just like it's just going, and Leon's like,
Not that you
that's
don't
not
have
a thing either. And you can hear Leon is like catching these things, but is not like handling it in a smooth manner. It's just kind of getting exasperated.
I think at this point I'd probably walk up and look at Gage. Okay, you're full of shit, first of all.
Oh.
Why are you trying to drive up the price? Like, just super, just like dead face, like just calling him out.
Guidance.
Are you there?
Malik has no idea what's happening. Pat him
Close
back,
enough.
guidance. Good. It's fine. I don't care.
Listen,
Malkith is always there for a back pat. Just
if Amanea is doing something, we're casting guidance.
That's fair.
Oh, is Amanea existing? Guidance.
Cool. You see, you know, we'll just say the rest of you approach. Like, you guys are like about to go talk to Aranea. You watch Aranea just like storm up on top of the ship.
Like mom, like run forward.
Some of you can decide to follow, or all follow. You guys can decide in a mo. As Malkith casts guidance on Aranea, seeing that she's on a mission, and you say this. Those of you who are up there see a Selkie. Most Selkies usually have a little bit of a chunk to them. They are a gray-skinned people because they are capable of transmuting into specifically seals. It's part of, I think, Irish folklore. Correct me if I'm wrong, if people know.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see that they kind of have, similar to most other Selkies, they have some form of garment, like a sash or cape or something on them that is their seal skin, their second skin that they have. So just kind of like holding on to it, kind of like a towel, like a guy who just like was just like showering off and has like the towel on their back, or like working out and just holding the towel there, holding the skin. You watch as this Selkie turns towards you. and you see that their body is adorned with a lot of scar marks, including some top surgery that is, with all of all of the markings that are done, are related to the Order of the Forge Breakers. It is specifically made out of fauna forged metal that is covering the both the top surgery marks and additional adornments that all have very intricate designs. You're also seeing, because you know the city fairly well, there is a head shave to the side that is indicative of the lodge, the Ranger's Lodge that is up here. So from these things, you can tell this person both at least had an association with the Forge Breakers, but also has an association with the lodge that specifically is not befriending and not vilifying, but that is neutral with Fauna Forged.
So not the one that we pissed off.
Correct. And they kind of just look at you and say, well, in these hard times, I just want to make sure that I'm earning the money that I need. Because if I also get in trouble, I also need to make sure I have the money to get out of trouble.
Naya just kind of like raises an eyebrow. And exactly how much is this trouble worth?
Right now, I mean, for a trip back and forth, board, room, seems like you guys got food covered, which is great. And just looks back at the people carrying various forms of food. With just room and board and traversing potentially through two riverbed tunnels, looking at probably about 150, 180 platinum. No, gold.
Jesus, I'm gonna say we do not have that much money.
About to be like, we roll initiative and steal the boat.
We fight.
We're gonna be pirates today.
And then we became pirates.
I don't know. I think we all would look great in pirate garb.
That man was about to get hit with a Tekken combo. 7 hits. just off the boat. He's gone.
All of us are just gonna row up into the water.
It's fine because Kelliat can out punch Gooder, right?
Yeah,
so
totally out punch Gooder.
Good. A sip of the ultimate punches. Yeah, you should be good.
If you
listen, I have my magic feather. We're all good.
do want to roll whatever your next thing is going to be. If you want to roll intimidation or some charisma check because you have the guidance, let me know. Can see what Arnaria does before I let
think
everyone
it's
else.
gonna be persuasion, and I'm not intimidating.
You're not intimidating? In what universe?
Yeah, what?
I'm very intimidating.
Guys,
Monday is incredibly intimidating. Okay,
so-
it's
Naya just like really laying this on thick. Her face kind of drops, and like she looks back to Jesper. We are just taking this lovely father and child to go see a unique once-in-a-lifetime event. Would you really deprive them of that?
He's gonna die before the next one even happens. You can't take that from him.
I mean, there's your advantage.
I was gonna say that's a help action right there.
Arnaria, go ahead and roll that persuasion. Excellent assist.
Anytime.
That was funny. I enjoyed that.
It's a 27. Oh,
nice.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Guidance. Okay, so 29.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All the gods are like, you gotta go.
I can't do a lot of things. I have 2 pack slots. I gotta have my cantrips and persuasion.
I cantrip good and I persuade good.
It is the minimum you need. You watch Gage like look back and forth between you and then back to Leon, and like, okay, you didn't tell me this. And Leon's just like, yeah, I figured just paying you would have been enough. Shut up, shush. Okay. Look, I do need to bribe people, and I don't want that coming out of my money to get us through places. So, all right, I could probably do like 120. So I still make a profit, and I can literally, I have to pay 4 different tolls to let us through because they're not supposed to let us through right now. Yes.
I have a question. What are you doing if all of the cities are closed? What are you doing? Are you not making money anyways?
I can bring in goods from here to the outside, like the overworlds. Like I can still do stuff.
Oh.
It's just less fun, less interesting. Also, like I don't know if you've been to Incombe, but they have such a good hot spring, and just
So we've heard.
So there's just a lot of very nice things around here. Also, family. Like you don't need to know my backstory. I prefer doing the work under here.
I think I look at Jesper and I go, "So are you all right with 120?"
Jesper kind of gives a look like I had a lot of money put aside for this, and just be like, yes, if that's a reasonable rate, that should.
Did he
be
say
paid.
that out loud? That he had a lot of money paid.
No, he
for
doesn't.
that?
He just kind of has that facial.
Oh, good. Okay, God.
I think Naya wants to add in another comment because
sure,
guys, I'm a cheap bitch.
You gotta try.
Naya just kind of sighs. What about we do 100 in gold, and when we get to Income, we pick you up some goods that you can sell.
But that's still gonna cost you money, unless are you gonna steal? You know what? That's not my business.
You don't need to know.
I don't need to know. I really don't. Sure, if the worth of the goods is at least, yeah, because I'm gonna need to sell it. It's worth at least 30 gold. I'm okay with that.
Deal.
Cool. Why are you here? Like points at Leon and then shakes your hands.
Oh, bud.
just like shakes his hand.
Kelly just pats Leon on the shoulder, like, "You get the next one, bud."
It's fine as long as we get where we need to go. But fuck.
I give Leon a very sympathetic look.
Outclassed. I'll take it. Got the job done. Right.
That's Mama Naya. That's how she does it.
So, got you lot. Got Chunkers down there. Points at the chipmunk, and then points at the other two, and you guys. All right. Well, I mean, all aboard, I guess. I mean, now's as good a time as any, unless anyone's got things they need to do.
I think we're ready, aren't we?
Yeah, got all my business done. We left.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that one's gonna go below deck for now. Points again at Lumina, the giant chipmunk. It's like we're gonna put that below deck so no one is the wiser. And opens up like the top grates to actually like lower down where you'd lower down supplies. Can you make her, it, they, them, he go down Zer? I don't know. Whatever. Below deck. She, her. Just Nazir just yells back up. Yeah, got it. And gets on top of Lumina and rides her up and in. Any final things people would like to do before you guys do take off from the mainland?
I mean, Kelliat's just on the boat swinging that rope dart around.
Yeah.
He is.
Give me
He's got the power of God and anime on his side.
Give me a performance check.
Performance is +4.
Let's see if he stabs himself in the butt.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 13.
All right, it's over 10. You're fine. You're not doing great yet, but you're fine.
All right. Was just a couple words where he's like, whoa, whoa.
You guys watch. Kelliat has very bad fishing rod form. Just no idea how to use it.
Yep.
Checks out.
Fishing my life.
Gage begins looking around at you guys. Do any of you guys know how to work on a ship at all?
I've never done it, but I can try.
All right. What are you good at?
Shooting arrows and I mean, I can do basic chores, I guess.
Cool. It's been a while since this place got like any form of sweat. So that could be great. Any of you guys, you also can relax and do nothing. That's fine. I just figure more hands, more likelihood of success. Anyone got to complain about that?
I mean,
Balmor's gonna point at Ruff and go, "She's good with rope, and I'm good with sight. So if you need someone up in the lookout."
Yeah, I'll take someone on the crow's nest. We're gonna keep that down until we get through, but we can put it up after.
I tried not to say crow's nest. I did not when I knew it. I knew it.
Listen. I didn't say it.
But yeah, yeah. So yeah, we just I was like toss a bunch of rope to Ruff, and Ruff just like immediately starts kind of like batting down rope towards anything towards the edges of the boat.
Hell yeah. All right.
Kelliat looks at Aranea to be like, "Wait, are you gonna make me do stuff?"
I mean, I can, but
Well, no. He's not saying anything. He's just like seeing if she's gonna like strong arm him into doing stuff, or if he's just gonna be able to just like be lazy.
I mean, I'm do what you want. Naya just like walks over. I have a gust spell that can help us move along, I guess.
As long as you don't push around any oil.
It was early in the morning.
Before the coffee.
Naya just like nods her head.
Don't spell cast before the coffee. I get that. Gage is just running around. Honestly, real crazy. Like sometimes on all fours, sometimes just like getting up into things and it's quick and weird. But they are just moving around real quickly to get stuff ready. Right. So we're gonna have to actually cut through the city, just because it's about 5 times quicker. So we're just gonna pretend that we're one of the tour boats, and just like yank some of the rope really hard that Ruff has like gotten together to just like overlay it in a certain area and be like, so we're gonna just pretend you guys that we're doing a tour. So ooh and ah, have a good time with it, and then we will be through the other side to go down the next river.
Really great job with that.
Looks so lovely.
I'm a great actor.
Ruff is just gonna walk up to the group and go, "Guards caught someone sneaking out on the water, and we patched him up pretty good." And just gives a thumbs up to everybody. Like, I think Ruff is trying to say, "Be careful." Where did you hear that?
Anyone want a piece?
A piece?
I want me. Me. Yes.
I'm just watching Mal point and ooh and ah and just be like, you always look so sarcastic. I don't.
It's fine. It's selling it. It's like a dad on a ship being like, yeah, we've been here before. It's fine.
Yeah, is that the vibe you're going for, Mal?
When you can't see the lower face, it makes everything seem sarcastic. I apologize. I'm really enthusiastic.
I'm proud.
I think Phelan actually start laughing, and I'm just like, yeah, it's like, what's your sad face? What's your happy face? Yeah.
It's really, I'm a well of emotions.
So expressive.
Aw. We should get you. There's like magic shields that have facial expressions. Maybe we should get you one of those.
I was thinking little stick-ons I could put on my mask, like just little, like a frown, a little happy face.
That'd be kind of fun.
Neo would like to cast minor illusion to have like a little smiley face in front.
I think I look at this happen and I'm just like, oh, that is some uncanny valley.
How do I look? Do I look excited to be here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ruff stands behind Malketh and is just like, in Malketh's voice, "I don't give a shit."
Wait, Ruff, hang on. We gotta sell the bit. That's not selling the bit.
You may not give a shit there, but if you went over there to the porta potties, you'd be able to give a shit right over there.
Does the minor illusion do an ooh face?
It just goes along.
Wow, this is a side of Malkith I never thought I'd see, and it's disturbing, to be honest.
It turns like a VTuber, where it's just like.
Love that.
I mean, we have seen your face before, but you were just angry, so.
Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
But did he actually look angry, or does he just like look angry, like aesthetically?
His face, I think.
I mean, I think it's partially the face, but partially that was when you weren't there for this, Arena, or this is when Balmor and Malkith were fighting.
Ruff's just gonna walk over again and just go in Nim's voice. Canoodling.
They're never meeting the allegations ever.
You just like tilt your head and what?
Kelliat, is this just wishful thinking on your part because you don't want Balmor to date Kelissa? And I kind of elbow you.
From like the like he like smacks you away from the top of Nim, like stop it. I don't want to think about it. This
like
is my
very
vacation now.
Very sibling vibes of
How is she, by the way?
I wouldn't know.
No.
I'm very
The party was the
confused
first time
by
I
your group.
speak to her.
Leon just
The
said
party was the first time I spoke to her in like over a year, probably over 2 years.
I'm sorry, what did Leon said that? I
I'm
look
just
at
like,
Leon
I'm very
and I go,
confused by your group.
what do you what specifically do you need cleared up, Leon?
I don't think I need anything cleared up, but the only things I saw was you guys fight things together really uniformly, and then having fun dancing together. I feel like I've missed a lot between those scenarios.
You did.
Yeah,
There's
this
a lot
really
more
did.
hours
This
in the day
dickhead's
than-
trying to date my sister. That's gross.
I'm not trying to date your sister. I am succeeding in courting her.
If you could aim any of the
You're
puking
just chase
over the side of
Kelly
the ship, please.
Ruff
Here you
Ruff
go.
just
Go
Ruff
for
just does the bird dance over, like flapping and like showing the glove off as much as she can, and it's just like my sweet moves, and just keep dancing and
Aw,
flapping.
Ruff, that looks great.
No, she like stops and goes, no, points at Balmor and then points at Kelliat. My sweet moves.
Huh.
Now I'm confused.
Like my
No.
moves aren't that sweet, Ruff. Like it's just trying to be nice.
Wah, wah.
Ruff, you're supposed to be on my side, bud. Why are you doing this to me?
And I just love the fact that Malkith continues with this minor illusion of oohing and on.
The whole time.
Big respect.
All right.
What'd you say, Arena? You are muted.
No, I think at this point Naya would have gotten really creative and just started making like a dragon snout or something. Just like just making different things now.
No.
There's a dragon snout on him now. There is.
No, we are
Yeah,
not making noise.
instantly Meg Dragon Roar.
Oh my god.
Just start producing flame.
And then we see another Megafauna Forge dragon.
I do
emerge
love the
from-
idea of Malkith being the like dragon-faced conduit for Ruff's roar. It makes me really happy.
Yep.
Gage is just
Nice.
trying to like get the just trying to cast the sheets out. Like almost falls over when the dragon roar out. What the fuck was that?
Sorry, mimicry.
Ruff's
Yeah,
doing the dragon roar, and then Balbor's just doing the fireball sound. They're just-
Wait, maybe we should not do that for people who don't know that you do mimicry. It might freak some people out.
Letting
Yeah,
you know
that's a very trauma-loaded noise.
Yeah.
you're
Oh.
echoing throughout the city as you guys are traveling through it.
No.
As you're being led on a tour right through the center of the city, you're just it's great.
All right. And yeah, that all just stop. Like we all look over at Malkith, like give like a nod and a thumbs up, and then we just stop it, just so he doesn't get shot at.
Right. This is going to be interesting. And as you guys get through the other side of the city and head towards one of the riverbed tunnels, I think we'll call it here for this evening.
It's either that or I was
We
gonna
had
get
to
someone
have
killed.
some
Look, you
nice
did this.
bonding moments, okay?
No,
We've been
totally
fighting
fine with
so
it.
much.
It's very funny. I'm glad you guys had some good bonding. I ruined the good bonding from the earlier session today. All right.
Yeah, someone, I'm not going to say names, but someone threw a two-headed dragon at us.
That was a while ago now. That was like 2 whole months ago. You can't even talk about that anymore. Stop bringing up old news.
It's not like it had any lasting effect on anything that's currently going on in the game.
Not a single one. All right, guys. Thank you for coming around. Thank you, my players, for being awesome. This was great. And now we guys have you on your quests, one of the many, I'm sure, for your guys' current journey. You will be, I believe, we're good for most of August, right? I think. Probably not this one because Malkuth.
I was gonna say the fourth year you have Gen Con, yeah. So, are we still doing the 4th?
Missing one player should be okay, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, in August we will be having a bunch of things going on, a bunch of one shots with various new TTRPG systems being streamed, so that'll be fun. We have some other stuff in the works, so please come join us and check those things out, including a PowerPoint presentation night, which I'm excited if we stream that. That'll be entertaining. Check out all of wonderful players and all of their various fun things that they do, from their own streaming to their own cosplaying to their own psychotic natures of fun individual projects. Everyone's crazy busy doing all the hobbies to make their way through the world. It's very good. It feels like we're hammering it home too much sometimes. But anyways, thank you for coming for another awesome session, guys. Oh, Tuesday it will be the release for the first episode of Darkness Arc Records of the Realms in podcast form. So if you are watching on here and feel like re-listening for whatever reason, please go ahead and do that. Or at the very least, if you, because our VODs are not here anymore and you want to share this story with other people, recommend it and share it with other people, please. We'd super appreciate it. We'd love to get some more people listening in and going on this little adventure with us. Anyone got any final things to shout out before I raid us off somewhere?
If you're at Gen Con, come meet me. Can't wait to meet you guys. Love you. Yeah.
Zella, did you want to talk about the shirt again? The Launchpad shirt?
Oh my god, yeah, guys. The Nashville Launchpad charity shirt is going to be available until August 4th. I think we're sitting at around like 2,700 for the money raised. But yeah, guys, I designed the shirt. If you want to go buy it, it's $25. I will drop the link if I can.
Oh yeah, please do. If not, send it to me and I can try to see if I can drop it. Then we are gonna pop you off to ADH Adventures, and they are in the middle of continuing one of their stories as well too. So go check them out. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace out.